Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fall 24 Battle Court Playoffs. We have tonight's second semifinal featuring the defending champion Warriors and the Chargers. We will be introducing first the away team in tonight's game day, the Warriors. From Miami, Florida, number 24, Williams. From Pau, France, number 14, Stan. From Marquina in the Basque Country, number 16, Julian. From Tijuana, Mexico, number 60, Manny. From Maléon, France, number 64, Nicolas. And captain of the Warriors from New Haven, Connecticut, number 13, Douglas. And now the home team, the Chargers. From Philippi, West Virginia, number 77, Al Barba. From New Haven, Connecticut, number 59, Gallo. From San Sebastian in the Basque Country, number 46, Arta. And captain of the Chargers from Manchester, Connecticut, number 55, Benny. From Noain in the Basque Country, number 91, Iturbide. And from San Sebastian in the Basque Country, number 54, Zuleika. And with that, the players salute you, the fans. We are ready to begin tonight's semifinal. And Stu, with the introductions aside, want to welcome everybody into the second half of our semifinal here in the Fall 24 Battle Court Playoffs. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you the 2-3 matchup between the Warriors and the Chargers. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Andrew, I'm doing well. And let me tell you something. Your announcing is finally getting there just as we're getting to the playoffs. Great to hear.
Well, it's a huge game day tonight. Heavyweight battle here in this 2-seed versus 3-seed matchup. Going to get the game day started here in the 4th division of doubles. Stu, big news here. Hard Rock Bet is partnering up with the World Jai-Alai League to offer Florida's game on Florida's only legal sportsbook. Scoop and score in just a few easy steps. Download the Hard Rock Bet app today. You see the teams here in this 4th division doubles match. Manny and Stan go up against Iturbide and Gal to get the game day started here. Manny and Stan just 3-7 in the regular season. Iturbide and Gallo 6-4. Two matchups between these two teams in the regular season. Both went the way of Iturbide and Gallo. First one in 3 sets back in September. Second one in October. A straight set victory.
Manny serves. We begin. Here's Gallo from the 11 line. Stan on the backhand from the 10 to the inside. Iturbide's there. Backhand. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Manny takes it on the bounce. Backhand from the 8 line. Ball tipped, back at the 10. First point of this match goes to Iturbide and Gallo of the Chargers. Iturbide will serve. A reminder, the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
I said both regular season matchup went the way of the Chargers. However, both of those featured Stan in the front court. This team's done a lot better with Manny up there and Stan now in the back full time.
It really has. Decidedly good change. There's a backhand by Manny to the inside. Beautiful catch by Gallo, pulling that off the side wall. Iturbide from the 10 line, hard to the inside. Robote, a rebound off the back wall, played by Manny. Stan goes deep from the left side. Gallo at the 13 line. That clears the overhead screen. Robote from midcourt. That backhand gets away from Gallo, hits the overhead screen. We are tied up 1 point apiece. Manny will have the serve for the Warriors.
Yeah, and really the key for the Chargers here, if you're Gallo, just limit the unforced errors in the backcourt. You got Iturbide, who's one of the best shot makers in the league, up there in front of you in this 4th division doubles team. You don't see many guys like Iturbide with his arsenal of shots in this division.
There's a forehand by Gallo. Manny will not make that Robote save, having come back behind the 11 line. That's a second point for Iturbide and Gallo of the Chargers. Iturbide has the serve.
And it starts with communication. I mean, not the best we've ever seen there. Both players kind of in the same area, and then Manny swinging there late on that Robote to try to make a save.
Stan on the backhand from the 11. Stan now from the forehand at the 11 to the inside. Robote, a rebound off the back wall, played low and hard. Manny's there. Manny powerfully caught by Gallo. Here's Manny from the 9 line. Robote forehand. Stan with the catch, backhand from the 11 line to the inside. Here's Gallo, forehand from deep in the backcourt. That right side gets away from Manny trying to pass, hits the overhead screen. 3 points for the purple shirts, Iturbide and Gallo. Iturbide has the serve.
And Manny's played most of his career in the back. I mean, not a true front courter, but he's so skilled and has so many talents that he can throw him up there and he can be effective.
Yeah, had he been throwing that from the backcourt, yeah, likely would not have hit the overhead screen.
Sure. It's different than what he's used to playing in.
Here's Gallo on the backhand to the inside. Stands there. Robote forehand. Stan takes it in the air. Backhand to the inside. Stan now from the forehand at the 11 line. Iturbide will take that midcourt. Costado to the inside. Beautiful catch by Stan on the left side. Robote, forehand for Iturbide. Stan, big backhand, clears the overhead screen. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Stands there again. Gallo now from the 11 line. High and hard to the back wall, out to the Robote right up the middle. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Manny's looking for the Robote at the 10 line. Iturbide winds up at the 7. Hard to the inside. Caught in the air by Stan. He goes outside. Iturbide takes it in the air. Manny gets back there to make the Robote save. Right to the outside, Manny goes. Costi inside. This one is missed off the scoop attempt. 4 points for Iturbide and Gallo of the Chargers. Iturbide serves.
You know, Iturbide throws a lot of two walls and likes to give you that look from the costado. But in this matchup here, you have to recognize that if you miss a two wall, you're going to give it to Manny on his right side. Would you rather play it to Stan or potentially give Manny a throw that he can end the point with?
Are you asking me literally?
Well,
yeah, I'd probably.
What would you do, Stu?
Well, if I was earning my living this way, I would probably try to get the ball back to Stan.
There you go. I'm with you there.
There's the backhand by Stan. Ball tipped by Gallo deep in the backcourt. That's the second point for Manny and Stan. Manny has the serve for the Warriors.
But also to put a bow on it, the costado to the inside, if Stan makes that catch in the backcourt, there's nothing that he can really do with it. Manny can do a ton of damage there on the outside if he makes that catch.
High carambola,
sure,
cortada.
Of course.
Occasionally he can throw a carom back.
Not an indictment of Stan, who's been terrific, really, in the last third of this season.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's a different player. He's
on
really
the tape adjusted to the court
September
beautifully.
to now, completely different guy back there.
Good hard serve by Manny is in and out of Gallo's cesta. That's 3 points for Manny and Stan. Manny has the serve.
Once again, that serve that kicks off the sidewall back to the player's forehand, a little bit tougher to secure.
Over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Gallo from the forehand. Ball tipped by Stan back behind the 11. That is 5 points for Iturbide and Gallo of the Chargers. This is possible set point.
Gallo can take a huge deep breath there in the backcourt. Easy point for the Chargers after it just couldn't handle the serve for a few.
Backhand by Stan to the inside. Iturbide aggressively from the 9 line. Stands there. Backhand. Beautiful catch
Tough
by
catch.
Gallo, pulling that off the sidewall. Here's Stan. Rebote forehand by Manny. Does not pass. Iturbide, beautiful catch. Stan in the backcourt to the inside. Iturbide again from the 9 line. Rebote forehand, laid up. Iturbide attacks, winds up. Costado to the inside, scooped up by Stan. Passes it to Gallo on the backhand. Manny on the catch. Here's the backhand. Gallo takes it in the air. Midcourt placement to the right side of Stan. He makes the forehand play. Rebote forehand to the outside. Iturbide will catch that in the air. Return it to cross. Ball tipped at the 11 line. That is point and set to Iturbide and Gallo taking the first set this evening. 6-3.
Well, the Chargers step out ahead in the first set of this semifinal. We played a little bit earlier today at 2:30. Renegades defeated the Fireballs 4-2. So the winner of this Warriors and Chargers matchup will take on the Renegades in our Fall 24 Championship, played a week from tonight.
Fantastic season of highlight play here in Battle Court. All comes down to tonight, and a week from tonight for the final. Obviously, both of these teams looking to make headway to get in next Friday night's final.
In tonight's format, for those that are just joining us for the first time, it is a best of 7. All 6 doubles teams will play, ranked 1 through 6. If we are tied 3-3 after those 6 matches, there will be a 1-set tiebreaker, and that tiebreaker has been determined by the higher-seeded team. And actually, the Chargers, that being the Chargers, chose Iturbide and Gallo against Manny and Stan. So in the event that we're tied at the end of these 6 matches,
we might be seeing this again.
We could see this once again. Pretty tight there, and it got a little tighter there in the midpoint of that first set. A couple communication issues. Even on that last point, Manny was set up for a rebote, and Stan reached in to make a scoop.
I'm glad to see them talking right here in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. That's what this time is all about.
Yeah.
To get ready for the next match, and the best thing you could do. Yeah, you're going to tie your cest on. Yes, you're going to tie your shoes if you have to. Yes, you're going to get a drink of water. But take the time and talk to your partner, especially if there's been any communication errors. which there were a couple there for the Warriors.
We'll give you the rest of the matches. Coming up next, we have Division 3 doubles. That will be Julian and Nicholas against Zuleika and Arta. Then Douglas and Manny against Iturbide and Benny. Followed by Williams and Stan against El Barba and Gallo. Then Douglas and Nicholas against Zuleika and Benny. Followed by Williams and Julian against El Barba and Arta. Those will be the 6 matches in order. It is the first one to 4 wins will advance to the finals. So once one team gets to 4, we're done. So a chance we don't play all 6 of those matches, and a chance we have to go into a tiebreaker. Set 2, ready to begin.
Manny serves. Our second set has begun. Manny takes it on the bounce, forehand from the 8 line. Iturbide aggressively at the side wall. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Manny. Here's Iturbide. Beautiful catch by Stan, pulling that off the side wall. Here's Gallo at the 12 line. Gallo will take that on the bounce. Powerful backhand. Caught by Stan. Ball tipped in the backcourt. First point of the second set goes to Manny and Stan of the Warriors. Manny has the serve.
The same way maybe the Chargers are trying to attack Stan in the back, the Warriors have to get the ball to Gallo. Iturbide is one of the most aggressive front quarters. He'll play back to the 10 line to cut these balls off. You got to take advantage of it. Just trying to keep him out of it.
Here's Gallo hard to the inside, crossing the side wall. Fine catch by Stan. That clears the overhead screen. Robote forehand. Will score coming off the side wall. Well thrown by Iturbide. We're all tied up 1 point apiece.
Illustrates the difference between making a catch in the air and one that crosses the side wall.
You really
just a little bit more difficult.
In highlights, it's one of those things that you're taught very early on. Try not to let the ball touch the floor. Always try to catch the ball in the air. Every surface it touches, the spin changes just a little bit more. Robote left side by Iturbide, right to the inside. That's a beautiful catch by Stan. Robote forehand. Ball in and out of the cesta of Stan. That's the second point for Iturbide and Gallo. Iturbide has the serve.
We said, I mean, Stan's really picked it up in the last third of this year, but some of the most balls we've seen him miss in one game day in quite a while now.
Sidewall seems to be giving him some trouble. It's not just balls coming to his left side, those specifically coming off the sidewall.
And Iturbide is the toughest matchup you're going to get as a backcourter in this division too, so it could be the opponent as well.
Robote forehand, taken by Manny in the air. Manny sends it back. Iturbide calls for the Robote, big bounce. Will score off the frame of Manny's cesta. That's a third point for Iturbide and Gallo. Iturbide serves.
Manny's trying to step around that ball to take it on the forehand. We see a lot of guys do that, but it makes the catch a little bit tougher, and you have to be just that more precise to get it in the basket. Manny was a little bit off, and you see a tip ball.
Yeah, you can't do anything unless you make the catch. There's the backhand by Stan. Gallo's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Stan from the 12 to the inside. Iturbide is deep. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand. Stands there. Here's Stan on the backhand from the 11 line. Backhand by Stan to the inside. Gallo from deep in the backcourt. Manny from the 9 line. Backhand thrown powerfully to the back wall. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Stan passes on it. Will save the Robote. Lays it up. Iturbide attacks. Rifles it hard. Stan with the tip ball at the 10 line. That's a fourth point for Iturbide and Gallo of the Chargers. Iturbide has the serve.
Again, it's just another catch. He's a little bit off coming from Iturbide up in the front court.
Yeah,
Now-
we haven't seen Stan with this type of difficulty since,
and that one
the
didn't even
early
cross
days
the
of Battle
side
Court.
wall
Yeah.
either, you know.
There's the backhand by Stan. Gallo's there. Gallo from the 9 line to the inside. Wall to wall, well thrown. Iturbide, Costado to the inside. Stan scoops it, backhand. Powerful throw by Gallo. Rebote forehand by Manny. Iturbide is calling for the rebote, puts it low and inside. Manny's there, backhand. Beautiful catch by Gallo. Gallo now from the 12 line to the inside. Stands there. Backhand from the 11. Gallo on the forehand from the 13. That ball pulled from the sidewall by Gallo. It clears the overhead screen. Manny, forehand rebote from the 7. Iturbide from the 9. Backhand to the inside. Iturbide comes to the backcourt to make the play. Big bounce, stands there. Backhand from the 11 line. Rebote left side, 2-all. Lands in and scores. The 2-all scoring for Manny. Manny and Stan are on the board with 2 points there for the Warriors. Manny has the serve.
And Iturbide is susceptible to the shots off the rebote, as are all aggressive front quarters. I mean, trying to get back on the inside to cut these off. You either have to do that or protect the 2-all. Manny took advantage. See if he can find it again.
Excellent catch by Stan. There's the backhand. To the corner, out to the rebote. Stan the backhand from the 10 line. Costado to the inside, at the sidewall, off the sidewall. Stan makes the play. Iturbide hopping, lets it pass. Manny takes it on the bounce. Forehand. Straight back, Gallo's there. Rotate forehand by Manny from midcourt. Gallo down low on the forehand. That ball hit the pad. The pad is bad. That is a 5th point for Iturbide and Gallo of the Chargers. They now have possible set, possible match point.
Yeah, I can't imagine Manny was trying to throw a drop shot from that deep in the backcourt. I just think he hooked the rebote a little bit.
Don't know that it was fully settled in his basket.
Exactly. And 5 points here. Chance for the Chargers to step out ahead in the game day now.
Stan on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote. That's the rebound off the back wall. Big right side by Gallo to the outside.
Wow.
Will score to win. Point set. A straight set victory for Iturbide and Gallo, taking it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-2.
That's the type of message the Chargers want to send, especially considering Iturbide and Gallo will be the team they send out in the event of a tiebreaker as chosen by the Chargers. They win it 6-3, 6-2. They lead 1-0 in this best of 7. Take a look at this replay that closed it out. Outside placement here by Gallo from deep in the backcourt. Look at Manny. He's focused on one thing, and that's cutting that ball off on the inside, not protecting the outside placement. Gallo finds the space. Manny can't get out there.
Perfectly thrown. Has everything to do with the timing on that ball. Gallo nailed it.
Great way to close it out. Chargers get the win.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Game day score now, 1-0 Don't have to worry about 1.5 points, 1 point singles here. It's all doubles. First team to 4 wins will advance to the finals. So 1-0 by the Chargers after that win, courtesy of Iturbide and Gallo. We're going to hear from that winning team of the Chargers momentarily. There they are, Iturbide and Gallo. The team chose you guys in the event of a tiebreaker. Hey, how important was it to set the tone and get the win in the first match that you played against them?
Yeah, those are the guys that we will play in a tiebreaker if we get to that point. So now, I don't know if we put a little fear in them, but they know that we scored more than them. So let's see what happens for the rest of the day. Hope we don't go to the tiebreaker.
Yeah, and Gallo, what did you see there on that last throw to close it out?
I kept passing Manny, throwing it deep, and he was cutting in, trying to cut it off. So I said, let's try one outside, keep him honest. Even if it doesn't score, we can go back to it later on.
Okay. Awesome, Gal. Great performance. Iturbide, tremendous start. We'll see what happens in the next match.
He's so cute. Guys. Look at him. All right, guys, go Chargers.
I like to see that type of love.
Go, vamos. Venga.
All right, coming up next here, we'll move over to the third division of doubles, and we'll see Julian and Nicholas up against Zuleika and Arta. As you know, Stu, this team started as Nicholas and Julian. They made a court swap mid-season, and some might say that's actually a pretty good decision. First time these two teams met with Nicholas up in the front, Zuleika and Arta won in straight sets. Second time around in early November, Julian up there in the front with Nicholas in the back, and the Warriors won in 3 sets. We'll see what happens here on this playoff day to break the tie in the regular season series. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin match number 2. The Chargers lead 1-0 in this best of 7. Representing the Chargers, we have the team here of Zuleika and Arta. And for the Warriors, it's Julian and Nicholas. There's a serve by Julian. We begin our second match. Backhand to the inside, pulled in by Julian. Arta with a tough catch along the wall. Catch by Zuleika. Pulls it in at the 9 line. There's the backhand. Taken off the sidewall by Nicholas. Arta with the catch. He's up at the 11 line. Low runner. Julian gets to it. Tough play again, right on the sidewall. Arta looking to pass. Nicholas steps back beyond the 13 line to cut it off. Arta again. Nicholas steps back, takes it from the left side, the backhand. Caught off the sidewall by Arta. This one a little bit higher and up in the overhead screen. That's out of play. Julian and Nicholas take the first point, match 2.
Players, when they're volleying like that, know at some point they want to pass their opponents. You got to keep that overhead screen in mind. You can throw it high, you just don't want it to kick up and touch the overhead screen, which is out of bounds.
Arta plays it off the sidewall. Nicholas makes the catch. Zuleika backs up to the 9 to cut it off. Low runner. Here's Nicholas. Robote forehand dropping. Not a lot on it. Julian advancing. Takes it on the right side. Outside placement. Scoop by Zuleika. 2-wall opens. And it scores. Chargers tie it up. 1-1.
Decidedly good effort by Julian to get to the outside. Zuleika's there. Returns a beautiful 2-wall. This is a great series. Good shot here by Julian. Great catch by Zuleika. Presence of mind to turn it into a shot. Look who's waiting for it on the outside. Nicholas, he just will not be able to stop it. Well done. I think Zuleika's letting us know he plans to play aggressively tonight.
Powerful serve, handled by Nicholas. He comes out on the left side. Bounce off the floor. Arta steps in there to save the rebote. Julian on the forehand. Low and hard back inside. In and out of the basket of Zuleika. That one goes. Make it 2 points for the Warriors.
If you watch the broadcast frequently enough, you'll notice we say certain things over and over. And one is talking about that side wall and the importance in any kind of highlight that you're playing. Keeping that ball close to the sidewall, crossing the sidewall. Sidewall is your friend.
Zulaika cuts off the serve, floats it to the corner. Here's the rebote. Rebound off the back wall, played up the middle. Arta's there. Sidearm play. Nicholas goes up for it, controls it on the right side, comes back over the top. Arta picks it up on the bounce. Nicholas now from the 13 line, floats it up. Arta gets there. Backhand. Nicholas waiting for it at the 13 line. This one takes a bounce off the floor. Zulaika lays up the rebote. Picked up by Nicholas. Oh, tough grab by Arta along the wall. Backhand. Cut off in the front court now. Julian winds it up. Forehand. Right there. Here's Zulaika into the 2-wall. Lands in. And it scores. Ties it up 2-2.
Julian did get out there, but just didn't get out there quite far enough. Zulaika really put his back into it. That may be the first time I've ever announced it, putting his back into it. He was basically telegraphing that he was not throwing inside. He was definitely throwing Costado 2-wall. Tough one.
Nicholas takes that serve, backhand inside. Cut off overhead by Zulaika. Nicholas right back to Arta now at the 11 line. Low runner. Julian's there. Catch off the sidewall. Arta from the 11 line. Holds one up. Nicholas hits under it. Catch by Nicholas overhead. Backhand. Off the sidewall again. Here's Arta. Comes out a little bit lower this time. Julian takes it in. Low and hard. Nicholas takes it off the wall. Big backhand. This is coming out a long way. Hits high off the back wall. Tough for a Bote. Saved by Zulaika. Julian attacking. Fires it to the inside. Backing up. Arta couldn't make the scoop.
That was really well thrown by Julian. Basically keep it away from Zulaika, put the pressure onto Arta. There was nothing easy, even remotely easy about that catch. That was a scoop back behind the 11 line as he's moving backwards. Most difficult way to catch the ball is when you're moving. You want to be stationary when you make that catch, if at all possible.
Arta takes that serve, opens up with the backhand, tries the pass. Nicholas reaches back behind him to pull it in. Arta from the left side again. That one is out of reach. Rebote comes shooting off the back wall. It's missed. Trading points here. It's 3-3. Chargers serve.
You see, perfect example of the value of the sidewall right there. Julian will make forehand rebotes day and night. I'm not just talking about matinees and evenings. That ball will come to the sidewall. That one came to the sidewall at the exact same time the tip of his cesta was there. Stopped on the tip. Not in the basket.
Powerful serve. Nicholas stands in there, pulls it in at the 12 line. Backhand goes wall to wall. Rebote forehand. Fired. Caught. Low on the left side by Nicholas. There's a backhand. Arta stops it. Nicholas advancing up at the 10 line. Backhand. Pulled in by Arta right off the side wall. Low bullet. Nicholas steps up. Catch by Arta along the wall. There's the backhand. Nicholas calls him off. Fires it to pass. Zulaika waiting on the rebote. Has to lay it up. Not a lot of space. Julian attacking on the forehand. Fires it up the middle. Zulaika caught in the air. Fake the outside placement. Put it inside. Nicholas with the scoop. Arta back at the 11. Right to Nicholas. Arta's now up at the 10. A little bit harder. Nicholas steps back to the 13 line. Rebote forehand. It's high off the front wall. Oh, Nicholas just did get to it. Fires the backhand. Caught in the corner. Here's Arta.
Well runner.
Nicholas scoops that one up. Backhand again. Floated back to Arta. He runs under it at the 10 line. Nicholas now with the forehand. Sidearm play. Cross Zulaika on the bounce. That's scooped up. Julian's sidearm forehand. Goes wall to wall. Rebote. Laid up by Zulaika. Cut off by Julian. Julian's backhand. Fired into the corner. Tough rebote. Zulaika makes the save. Catch by Nicholas on the inside. The backhand. Caught by Arta. Arta's back beyond the 12. Floats it up on the wall. It scores. Chargers lead 4-3.
I was just going to say, if you want a picture of what court positioning is, just watch Nicholas. Some of the best highlight players in terms of court positioning make it look simple, make it look like it's easy to catch because they're just always moving up and catching the ball above their waist on the right side or the left side. Nicholas has been doing that consistently.
Hard serve. Nicholas handles that one. Backhand. Right back to Arta. From the 11 line. Keeps it inside. Nicholas runs up to it. Catch by Arta. Back beyond the 11. This one comes in a little bit lower. Nicholas is there. Zulaika able to cut it off. He's up in the front court. Big backhand, wall to wall. Rabote forehand lined up. Power back up the middle. Arta gets to it. Oh, runner. Julian steps in to cut it off. Nicholas leaping grab back at the 13 line. Keeps this one a little closer to the wall. Arta runs under it. Catch by Julian on the right side. Trying to pass again, and he does. 3-wall play. Zulaika tracks it down, powers it back inside. Nicholas picks it up on the bounce. Catch off the sidewall. Arta, big backhand. This comes shooting out. Julian makes another Rabote save. That clears the overhead screen. Zulaika on a knee, lays it up, gets it back to the 10 line. Nicholas waits on it. Forehand to the inside. Arta makes the scoop. Runner to the inside. Arta, another good catch. Backhand. Dropping. Nicholas gets up to it. Arta now at the 11. Right back to Nicholas. Rabote forehand. Julian steps in with the left side. The backhand comes right back to Arta. He reaches back behind him to secure it. Arta's backhand, not past Nicholas, leaping grab back in the corner. Loaded up again. Arta missed it. 4-4 is the score. The Warriors serve.
It's primarily a defensive game because no one's really had an opportunity to throw a shot to turn the offense.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Julian. Second serve is good. Here's Arta. Low bullet, picking up and out. Nicholas steps out of the way. Julian with the forehand Rabote. Catch by Zulaika, back of the 9. Costado. Gonna be a tough one, and it scores. 5 points for the Chargers. Possible set point for Zulaika and Arta.
Just when you see Zulaika, he's got the right footing. He's not stumbling to make the ball or try to make a play. Just the raw strength on both sides.
Tough
like that serve, for instance.
Scores for the set. Zulaika and Arta take it 6-4. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set number 2.
Such power on both sides. When he throws the backhand, when he throws the costado from the forehand. Zulaika, one of the players who has that punishing serve, like we saw with Gaucheri earlier. Can throw low and hard, just blast it through the box and cross up the backquarter.
Yeah, I mean, Zulaika showing off the serve. Saw a good 2-wall a little bit earlier as well.
Look at this scoop, presence of mind. He stabilizes it in his basket, returns a 2-all. Great read by Nicholas. He was there, just not able to gain control of the ball in his basket. Julian again, good catch on the forehand. Hard to the inside. That's how hard he threw it. Beautiful costado 2-all executed by Zulaika. That's what we talk about when we talk about it opening, where it hits the floor and goes straight out to the screen, close to the front wall. And this serve.
Yeah, this is just perfect.
We had Gaucheri of the Renegades giving a clinic on that in the 2:30.
Yes, he did.
In the 2:30 playoff. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players coming back here to take their breaks and to prepare for matches. It's a good thing about Arta. Arta sometimes, as he said himself, gets in his own head. And if he's missed one, he'll miss two, he'll miss three. But he can very easily be brought back together by his partner. In this case, he plays so well with Zulaika.
Yeah, really all season, but Zulaika is that dominant presence in the front court that anybody would want. I mean, 2-wall kills. He's first and second on his 1 team and his 3 team here in doubles. Top player in terms of aces in Division III. So, I mean, whatever way you slice it,
he's got
Zulaika's that guy up in the front in this division. And I mean, you look at their record here this season, just 5-5, and they split against Julian and Nicholas. But I think this is a team that if they play well and they're clicking, they can beat anybody in this division. I mean, hanging with Goanaga and a Aratsu team that he hasn't even lost a game.
No question about it.
And that starts with Zulaika up there and Arte giving great support tonight. Second set, ready to begin though. We are ready to begin set number 2. Julian and Nicholas serve. There's a serve. Set 2 has begun. Arte makes the catch. Fires it high and hard to the inside. Nicholas pulls it in overhead. Arte runs around this one. Backhand high to the inside and passing. Julian on the rebote. Lays it up the middle. Zulaika. Powerful throw. Low and hard to the inside. Scooped up off the sidewall. There's Nicholas. Catch low by Arte. From the 11 line, there's the bullet. Cut off by Julian. Arte reaching back behind him, cuts it off. Backhand inside. There's Nicholas. Nicholas back there at the 11 line. Hard throw. Cut off. Dropped by Arte. Julian and Nicholas take the first point in set 2.
Seem to be settling into a rhythm of defensive play, making the catches, just throwing it back, trying to set your front quarters up to take a shot. That ball just came in and out of the basket of Arte.
Zulaika cuts it off. 2-wall. Thrown to score. That ties it up. 1-1.
So beautifully done by Zulaika. Julian was ready for it. He served and went outside. He serves. Sees him take it. Boom. He goes right to the outside, which is what you're supposed to do. Still.
Just down the tip. I mean, they're inches away every time. Well, that's a hard serve. It kicks up and scores. The ace brings it to 2-1. And this is, I mean, Nicholas, too. He's acing.
Yeah, well, the thing there that was a little bit different about that one, too, you'll see it comes higher. Yeah. I believe if we watch here, which I wasn't doing, it's going to throw a little bit more. Yeah, see,
and it
more
kicks up
over the top.
Look at this.
Exactly. The same power, but just more 3/4 over the top to get it to bounce.
Another hard serve. Nicholas gets that one before it crosses. Arte pulls it in along the wall. There's the backhand. Tough catch by Nicholas. Arte's back at the 12, a little bit higher. Nicholas steps back. This one clears the overhead screen. Zulaika backpedals, fires it to the inside. Nicholas gets there. Catch by Arte off the sidewall. This backhand, dropping. Nicholas gets there. Backhand to the inside. Julian able to step in from the 9. He's looking to pass, and he does. Zulaika, forehand rebote to the inside, right back to Nicholas. Nicholas, forehand, cut off. Taken in by Zulaika. Backhand just does clear the overhead screen. Zulaika up at the 7 line, fires it inside. Nicholas with a great read. Low bullet, right back to Arte. Nicholas on the right side now, comes over the top. Arte picks
Great
it up
catch.
high on the bounce. Zulaika again on the rebote. That one caught the corner, comes out to Julian, who missed it. 3-1 lead now for the Chargers. It looked like he just took his eye off of that one, though.
Julian typically very much on everything having to do with the forehand. We've seen him basically run all around the court to try to take that ball on the right side. That ball wasn't coming particularly hard.
Yeah,
just coming right to his forehand. And
had to have been thinking about the shot because that was his best opportunity, maybe of the match.
Look at that serve.
Oh, what a stop there by Nicholas, right on the wall. Back to Arte. Julin fires it inside. Good body control. Arta makes it. Back to Nicholas. Oh,
What
tough
a catch.
on the numbers. Backhand opens up. Julin with a leaping catch. Forehand comes at the feet of Zulaika. Arta makes the catch back there in the corner. Nicholas from the 12 line. High, hard backhand. It's coming way out. Zulaika backpedals quickly. Fires it up at the 6. Right back to Nicholas. Nicholas soft touch on the backhand. Arta moves under it. Leaping catch by Nicholas. Back beyond a 13. Floats this one up. Arta's there. Julin now on the forehand. Take the outside placement, put it inside where it scores. That's 2 points for the Warriors.
Now, throughout Zulaika's career, he's always been known for having an extremely powerful forehand rebote. Both previous experience along Court Jai-Alai and here. When it comes to his right side on the rebote, watch out.
Well, over serve. Second serve coming up. Rebote, forehand, laid up. Zulaika picks it up on the bounce, backhand, floated out of reach. Rebote forehand, fired, and clears the overhead screen. Zulaika waits on it, keeps it inside. Nicholas goes up on the forehand. Zulaika cuts it off, up at the 7, backhand, dropped into the corner. Julin comes back for the rebote, fires it up the middle. Arta's waiting on it. Catch by Nicholas, picks it up, backhand, caught overhead, leaping catch by Zulaika. Arta runs around this one, keeps it on the left side, floats it up. Julin has to get in there. Right back to Arta from the 12 line. Rebote forehand. Oh, cut off by Nicholas. Tough catch off the sidewall. Arta reaches in at the 13. Julin on the right side, keeps this one a little bit lower. Arta runs around it again. High, hard backhand. A little too high. That caught the overhead screen, and it's out of play. Warriors have come back to tie it 3-3.
Arta, the catching has been much better than we've seen as of late. That unforced error of hitting the overhead screen while trying to pass your opponents. Tough to get away from.
Nicholas stands in, makes the catch at the 12 line, the backhand. Caught by Arta. Julin steps in on the right side, floats it over the top. Zulaika into the costado. Split placement, scooped by Julin. Julin's backhand. All right back to Arta, makes the catch off the sidewall.
Beautiful.
He passes. Julin gets back in position, fires it inside to Arta. Arta, low runner right on the wall, scooped by Nicholas. Nicholas comes out a little bit higher. Arta stands in, makes the catch.
Oh
Tough
my,
play
what a
by
catch.
Arta, rips it off the sidewall, floats the backhand. Nicholas runs under it. Rebote comes shooting out. Zulaika, powerful throw to the inside. Nicholas steps out of the way. Julin pushed the rebote off the court. And out of play, 4 points now for Zulaika and Arta.
Julin having some difficulty tonight making anything offensive happen. Again, the unforced error there of sending it out of play. Not typical for Julin.
And he doesn't throw many
No, he
costados, if any. I mean, we really haven't.
No, very rarely. Someone would have to be standing against the sidewall.
Let's check it out here, but
That's right. We have Rebote Analytics. I still like my old StatMaster 2000, but Rebote Analytics does seem to be
eight
superior.
all year would not qualify as a whole lot. And that's total throw, not even 2 alls.
Wow.
Yeah. And inside.
Dying. What a
Tough
save.
save there by Zulaika. Julin just does get up to it. He's out of position. Zulaika's 2-wall opens and scores. What a shot by Zulaika. 5 points. The Chargers have a possible set and match point.
Literally what you want to do. If you see your opponent backpedaling, if you're winding up to do something, even if it's on the forehand, he's out of position on the inside. See Zulaika here. Just gets it up. Julian sees it right here. He's backpedaling as fast as he can to the outside. He cannot get near that ball.
Nicholas handles the serve, backhand. That's thrown well out of reach. Robote fired up at the 6 line. Catch by Nicholas off the side wall. Low bullet. Arta is there, makes the catch. Fires it out of reach. Robote coming out to Julian alone. Plays it inside, right back to Zulaika. Zulaika up at the 7. Passes again. Julian off his footing, has to lay it up. Arta up at the 8 line. Catch off the side wall. What a play by Nicholas to keep it going. Here's a Robote. Forehand. Off by Nicholas on the right side. Comes out higher. Tries to drop it between them, and Arta steps up to it, makes a catch. His backhand's coming out a long way. Julian backpedals, almost overran it. Now drops it inside. Arta back over the top. Nicholas backing up, makes the catch. Zulaika from the 9 line, looking to pass. He goes wall to wall. Julian waits on the Robote, fires it up at the 5 line, right back to Arta. Gonna be a tough Robote. Saved by Zulaika, back to Julian. Julian fires it inside, scoop missed. 4 points for the Warriors. That extends the match and the set.
Tell you though, I know the Warriors got that point. Zulaika, not just the shots, not just the power, but his overall comfort on the court really seems to be all coming together in fall 2024 here at the end. Positioning is spot on. Shots have definitely been scoring. Good serve.
Arta's got that serve. Comes out high from the left side, not past Nicholas. It's a tough play in the corner. Arta reaching up again. That backhand's coming out like a long way. Julian steps around it, plays it on the right side. Back to Arta, makes the catch on the bounce. This one coming out even further. Julian lays it up to the inside. Zulaika attacks. Costado, splitter. Nicholas gets to it. Nicholas goes with the carom. It's in, and it scores.
My, oh my.
Ties it up at 5-5. Possible match point here for the Chargers. His set point for the Warriors, looking to push this to a 3rd set.
That is a beautiful shot. Best we've seen tonight. Thrown here by Nicholas. Is he going to throw it straight back? No. He sees he's got Zulaika locked to the inside. He throws that carom up low and hard. It opens wide. No one's near it. Well done.
Zulaika picks it. Splitter. Oh, Julian caught it on the right side. The carom will score. Point and set. Warriors come back. Take it 6-5. 2 minutes. We'll play set 3.
Well, Julian certainly there at the end, coming up with a clutch catch to bring us a 3rd set.
Well, 5-3, we say always a dangerous lead, and Warriors come back from it, winning the final 3 points to take set number 2.
Some replays. See Zulaika pick this serve, move into position.
Julian catches this ball. Oh, no, he didn't.
That was the earlier one that he missed.
2-all here. What a scoop there by Julian. Man.
Scooped it, control it, got it back in play.
Zulaika digging it out just above the pad. Julian, good catch. Right to him, though, and he takes the shot.
The backpedaling, it's just a beautifully executed Costado 2-wall. And the dog getting into it. We don't know if the dog's a Warriors fan or...
Must be a Chargers fan, given that look.
I was going to say, yeah, he looked pretty serious. Like, if I can't play with the ball, you guys get out of my face.
We're going to take an injury timeout here, Julian. And then the carom there by Nicholas.
So well executed.
That was clutch. And then right here, here's the one. I mean, there's space to throw the 2-wall. Zulaika goes split placement. Julian catches it on the right side. I mean, that's not a good carom. Well, not one that really opens up, but good enough to score.
Just came out with a wonky bounce. Zulaika was there, but it wasn't well positioned.
Spin and a wonky bounce.
Yeah, it wasn't well positioned in his basket to maintain control of it. Because Zulaika's got that at the, let's see, the 4 or 5, that would be about the 6th line on the outside, and he's got a good hold of that on his right side. Look out.
Yeah, I think the match could have been over, but instead we're going to a 3rd set. Zulaika and Arta will have the serve to begin set number 3, starting up here right now.
And reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court, live from the Magic City Highlight Fronton in Miami, Florida, currently in our second of 6 scheduled matches for this playoff.
We are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Zuleika and Arta serve to Julian and Nicholas.
Obviously important third set. Zuleika seems pretty calm, cool, and collected are the 3 words that come to mind.
There's a serve. We begin set 3 with a cutoff serve. Julian fires the backhand out of reach. Robote played up with a 4-line to the inside.
What a
catch by Nicholas. Forehand Robote fired right back to him. He steps around this one, plays the Robote. Catch overhead by Zuleika. He winds it up. Forehand over the top, picked up on the bounce. Here's Nicholas. Loads it back to Arta. Arta from the left side. That opens up. Nicholas flying catch. Comes out over the top. Arta waits on the Robote. Hooked it. And that's a point for the Warriors.
And that's basically a big apology looking that, look, that was unintentional. The ball was not settled in my cest. I didn't have good control when I threw, and I do know that it was close to you. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things that makes highlight dangerous, but the players try to make sure that it's not dangerous because of them.
Arta takes that serve, backhand, fired to the inside and passing. Julian on the Robote, lays it up. Catch by Arta, back there at the 10. Fires it inside, Nicholas is there. Nicholas with the low bullet, caught by Arta. Arta's backhand, miscommunication, but Nicholas saves it on the backhand. Zuleika inside placement, scoop by Nicholas. Strong backhand, right back to Arta. Nicholas back beyond the 12. This one drops. Robote, forehand. Right back to him. Zuleika goes up forward and passes. Julian waits on the Robote. Robote played to the inside. Caught off the sidewall by Arta. Julian now advancing on it. Nicholas rather, a little runner. Tipped. 2 points for the Warriors to begin set 3.
Yeah, Arta's got to shake that throw out of his head. He's been playing, he played great through the first 2 sets. Solid catching, good throwing. Did catch the overhead screen a couple times. Shake that off. And communicate with Zuleika. But I'll tell you, Nicholas, as he's getting warmer, he's getting better.
Yep.
Catching and throwing.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's kind of...
Well, under serve. Second serve for Julian.
Again, we sometimes jump in our seats as announcers, certainly the chief judge. When you've been out on the court and they come in close, if you've heard the ball go by or been hit with it, you know that it's not pleasant.
Second serve is good. Arta. Right back to Nicholas there at the 11 line. Backhand, dropping on the floor. Here's the Robote. Catch off the sidewall. Nicholas stands in. Here's Arta. Comes out a little bit lower. Julian steps up to cut it off. High, hard backhand. Clears the overhead screen out to the Robote. Powered by Zuleika. Ooh. That will score for Julian.
I think everyone was a little distracted, including Arta, by... I can't necessarily put that on Julian. Julian can go for it on the right or left side Robote. Zuleika's got to give him a bit more room.
I don't think he recognized that Julian was getting in there on the right side.
No way.
He thought it was a left side Robote.
There was nothing intentional about that on Zuleika's part, but
that was close. Yeah,
very,
scary.
very close.
Low runner inside, handled by Nicholas. What a catch. Low bullet. Scooped up by Zuleika. Zuleika fires it inside. Julian comes cross court. Falls out of his basket. First point for the Chargers.
Again, highlight so much of it. Had this discussion about an hour before we began tonight. So much of it is mental. It's the attitude going into it, confidence. Are you feeling shaky before you start playing?
Look at this, man.
It
went over his head.
Yeah, everything about that was just we don't get distracted because we talk about it. So we're literally watching it. But Arta, that had to be on Archer's mind when he missed that ball.
Tough serve. Nicholas stands in, makes the catch, and passes. Zulaika gets it out, Rebote fires it inside. Nicholas is there. Backhand, cut off by Arta. Arta from the 11 line, trying to pass. Nicholas makes a leaping catch. Nicholas in the middle of the court. Going hard, picked up on the bounce by Arta. Arta from the 9 line, powerful backhand, stopped overhead. By Arta now, back at the 13 line, floats it up. Nicholas steps in. Rebote comes shooting out to Zulaika. Powerful Rebote, comes into the backcourt. Nicholas is there. Nicholas from the left side, backhand. Cut off, here's Arta. Nicholas there at the 11 line. Arta picks it off the sidewall. Trying to pass with this one. Nicholas is there again. And missed. 4 points for the Warriors.
Zulaika encouraging Arta. Forget about it, maintain his focus. Also, Zulaika may be tempted to take over if he can get an eye on this serve coming in. Not that one, but.
Hard serve. Here's Arta. Catch by Nicholas from the left side of the backhand. Rebote comes shooting back out. Zulaika lines it up. Nicholas, great catch, comes over the top. Zulaika picks it up on the bounce. He fires the forehand wall to wall. Julian backpedals, looking for that Rebote, makes a save. Catch on the inside, it's a 2-wall. Julian stops this one. Julian fires it right back to him. It scores. 5 points, possible set, the possible match point for Julian and Nicholas of the Warriors.
As aggressive as the Chargers were in the first set, in the second set, just how consistent catches like that got the Warriors back in it. Julian and Nicholas have been spot on in this third set. It's reflected in the score.
Zulaika chipped that serve. Point, set, and match. Warriors come back, win it in 3 sets. Taking the final set 6-1. Tie up the series 1-1. Big win there for Julian and Nicholas. They were down 5-3 in that second set. They came all the way back and then took it in 3 sets. This best of 7 semifinals tied up 1-1 through our first 2 matches. Coming up next, second division doubles, Douglas and May against Iturbide and Benny. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Game day score now tied up through our first 2 matches here on this semifinal. And first 1-4 will advance to the championship. And they'll take on the Renegades, who won their semifinal earlier today against the Fireballs. We're going to hear from the winning team, Julian and Nicholas, after their win to even things up. There they are, Julian and Nicholas. Guys, down 5-3 in that second set. You came all the way back and won the match. What was the key to the comeback there?
We just kept playing, do our best, give everything that we had, and that's it. We kept fighting and it worked.
And Joel, let me ask you this. You were one of the teams that made a court swap in the middle of the season. You moved up to the front court, Nicholas slide to the back. What do you think, what type of look did it give your team the rest of the year, and how do you think you benefited from it?
I think it's working better because we won more matches like that. And to be honest, to have Jecha at the back, it's a pleasure because he plays amazing, he catches every ball. So I think it works better for the team, yeah.
Awesome, well we did that again today. Great playing Nicholas, great playing Julian.
Thank you,
and good luck the rest of the game day.
Thank you.
All tied up through our first two matches. We'll move over to the second division of doubles. We'll see Douglas and Manny out there for the Warriors against Iturbide and Benny for the Chargers. Douglas and Manny 6-4 the regular season. Iturbide and Benny 8-2. The two matchups between these teams. Douglas and Manny won the first one in 3 sets back in early September. Iturbide and Benny won the rematch in straight sets in November. Well, Iturbide and Benny won 8 out of their last 9 matches after suffering that opening night loss to Douglas and Manny. This team has been on fire, and they have an opportunity to get their team ahead on this semifinal. See what happens here coming up in our third match. Douglas and Manny against Iturbide and Benny, ready to get started. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin match number 3, second division doubles. The game day is tied up 1-1 through our first 2 matches. Representing the Chargers, we have the team of Iturbide and Benny. And for the Warriors, we have Douglas and Manny.
Benny tying into his cesta right there. That's just off screen, right in front of us. Basically that long tie, the only thing keeping that hand in. That glove on top of the basket. Douglas serves, we begin. Here's Benny on the backhand from the 9 line to the inside. Manny's there. Bit of a wonky bounce coming off the side wall. Benny's got it in the backcourt. Here's Manny from the 12 line. A little bit of traffic. Benny negotiates it, get the ball back. Here's Iturbide, backhand from the 9 line. To the corner, Manny's there. Benny from the 11. Douglas reaching up, backhand from the 9 line, powerfully thrown to the inside. Here's Iturbide with a hop, makes the catch. Forehand rebote by Douglas, caught by Benny in the air. Rebote left side to the inside. Benny moves in at the 9 line, backhand. Iturbide from the costado, winding up. To the inside he goes. Manny will take it on the bounce at the 11. Rebote forehand saved by Douglas to the inside. Benny's there. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall played by Douglas. Iturbide going to cut it off, tipped it. First point of this match goes to Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas has to serve. Have to believe that Iturbide was thinking about throwing something.
Well, he was winding up that costado.
Before he made the catch.
Yeah.
He was one, so either low and inside, straight back, or 2-wall.
But none of it something.
None of it worked because he didn't make the catch.
Yeah.
There's the backhand by Benny. Low and hard to the inside. What a scoop by Manny at the 13. Iturbide goes wall to wall. Rotate forehand. This one caught by Benny. Iturbide on the catch, winds up. Drop shot, scores on the second bounce. Well thrown by Iturbide. We're all tied up 1 point apiece. Iturbide will have the serve for the Chargers.
When you wind up that costado, Douglas moves to the outside to protect against the 2-wall. Manny's got to step up and defend against the drop shot. It's a long way to go. And Iturbide throws that very well. Ties things up here early on.
Backhand by Manny, caught on the left side of Benny. Benny to the inside, Douglas is there. Big right side by Manny. Here's Benny. There's a backhand by Iturbide, wall to wall. This rebote coming out to the 5 line, turned on the left side of Douglas. Benny hard to the inside. Douglas gets back in there to make that catch. Benny from the 13 line, well controlled, nice backhand. Benny again, backhand from the 12 line. Rebote forehand to the outside by Iturbide. Douglas eyes on the rebote. Big bounce to the inside. Benny goes for the rebote. He makes the save. Douglas attacks. Has it. Powerful Costado inside to score. Well thrown. 2 points for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
Well, Douglas loves just firing that Costado to the inside. I mean, the less risky play. Benny stepping up, fires it at his feet. Crossing the side wall. A lot of complexities there and couldn't bring that one in.
And if anyone knows how number 55 catches and what he's comfortable with, it's Douglas. Here's a backhand by Benny. Benny back to the 11 line. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Douglas makes the save. Iturbide picks it off. Good read by Manny. Here's the backhand. Rebote, forehand by Iturbide. Caught in the air by Douglas. Douglas hard to the inside. What a catch by Benny. Rebote forehand by Douglas. High and hard to the front wall. Iturbide winding up. Manny takes it on the bounce at the 10 line. Iturbide has it again. Beautiful scoop by Manny at the 9. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall. Fired from the forehand of Iturbide. Powerful throw by Douglas. Benny handles it well. There's a backhand by Benny. Douglas now from the 8 line. Backhand to the inside. Benny's there. To the corner it goes. Here's Manny. Benny now from the forehand. Playing it high and hard at the front wall. Big bounce on the rebote. Douglas plays it inside. Benny's there. Douglas on the catch. Backhand from the 8 line. This rebote kicks all the way to the 5. Thrown beautifully by Iturbide. Iturbide again. Costado 2-all. Douglas read it. Stops it. Returns it. What a catch by Benny. Over Douglas's head the ball goes. Here's Manny from the 11 line. Iturbide back in there to make the catch. Iturbide attacks. Costado 2-all opens wide and scores. Well played by all 4 players. Iturbide and Benny of the Chargers on the board with 2 points and the serve.
Tell you what, Douglas was fortunate to get to that first 2-wall, but not going to survive that many if Iturbide gets it to open up quite like that. Second one, a little bit sharper angle, and Douglas a little bit of ways away from that one.
If you've watched Battle Court Jai-Alai, you know that Iturbide, as he gets warmer, he's already played a match tonight. He throws the 2-wall better and better and better. There's a backhand by Manny, wall to wall from the left side. Iturbide, eyes on it, sends it inside. That's a tough one. Dropping, Douglas makes a tremendous save. Here's Iturbide from the 4 line to the outside.
Well, based on Douglas's reaction, you would think that was in, but the refs have yet to make a call.
Ball was called in. The judges will consult. That ball landed in, point for Iturbide and Benny.
Yeah. Well, Douglas, the first thing he was looking to was talking to Manny here. I think this landed well inside the boundary. Yeah, pretty close, but it hits off the back wall and drops in. That judge is ducking. The front judge has to look at it. He made the call, and the right call.
Here's a backhand by Manny to the inside. Benny's there. What a catch by Manny behind the 13 line. Iturbide, backhand from the 9. To the corner it goes, out to the rebote. Douglas is there. Split placement stopped by Douglas. Douglas's 2-all lands in and scores. That's beautifully executed by Douglas. The Costado scores 3-3. Douglas serves for the Warriors.
All season long, we've been saying for Douglas to throw more 2-walls. In the regular season, 15 of 21 2-wall kills in Division II doubles. 71% is one of the highest numbers on the roster in any doubles rank.
Just very well done.
Just got to throw a couple more. If you throw them like that, surely.
Tough catch in the corner by Manny. Here's Benny. Backhand from the 11 line. Rabote, the rebound from the back wall, played inside by Douglas. Great catch by Benny on the upswing. Douglas for the Rabote, saves on the left side, passing Iturbide. Benny takes it on the bounce. Rabote, left side by Iturbide. Douglas with a great scoop. Powerful Costado. Benny reads it well, takes it in the air. Here's Douglas, backhand from the 8 line, 2 pass. Rabote, forehand by Iturbide. Manny down low. Here's Benny from the 10 line. Rabote forehand to the inside. There's a catch by Benny. Benny hard. Douglas takes it midcourt. Iturbide coming cross court and makes a clutch catch at the side wall. Iturbide again, backhand from the 8 line. Wall to wall. Out to the Rabote, played by Douglas. Manny from the 9 line. Benny takes it in the air. Here's the backhand, low and hard. Douglas gets in there, backhand from the 8. To the corner, Benny cuts it off. On the wall, Douglas grabs it. Rabote left side by Douglas. Ball bounces back to the 11 line. Benny's there. Here's Manny. Manny throws it high and hard to the back wall. What a catch by Manny on the 13 line. Big right side. Difficult Rabote save by Douglas. Big bounce brought down by Benny. That ball stays on the sidewall and scores. Well thrown by Douglas to score. 4 points for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
And it's just kind of a slow roller, kicking up and crossing the side wall. Pace is picked up, but not on that particular throw. Kind of like the floaters that trip guys up. I mean, that one moving in a little slower, just snuck by Benny.
Definitely tough. There's a backhand by Benny, thrown low and hard. Manny has it at the 13 line. Iturbide, backhand, low and hard. Rabote by Douglas. He keeps it inside and Benny's there. Benny has a drop ball at the 10 line. That is 5 points for Douglas and Manny. Possible set point.
And another one, I mean, not moving in all too fast.
An uncharacteristic miss for Benny. We're just so used to seeing him catch everything. But you're right. That ball came in just a little differently.
And you love that Iturbide went all the way back to him and said, don't worry about it.
Yep. No, absolutely. Rabote by Douglas. Kicks to the sidewall. Benny's there. Iturbide attacks, winds up from the 5 line. Costi inside to score. That's 4 points for the Chargers. Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide has the serve.
Iturbide was on the attack from the start of that point. I mean, cuts it off here. Costado up at the 5 line. Manny looking more for the split placement and the drop shot. Look how beat to the inside there.
Catch by Benny, backhand from the 12 line to the back wall, low to the Rabote. Douglas sends it back. Backhand by Benny. Here's the catch by Manny. Manny comes over the top. Benny, difficult Rabote save. He makes the play. Here's Manny from the 10 line, over the top. At the side wall, good catch by Benny. Robote, forehand now by Douglas, played deep. Benny's there. Manny takes it in the air at the 12. To the inside. Benny stops it. Robote left side to the inside. Cut off by Iturbide. Drop shot by Iturbide. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. Point and set to Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set. That was a hard-fought set.
Was it ever? Space was there. Iturbide just trying to drop it above the pad and caught a piece, ending that set 6-4 in the Warriors' favor. Douglas and Manny, you said 6-4 in the regular season, but started 5-1. I mean, these guys were hot. Hit a little bit of a rough patch there towards the end of the season, but seemed to have picked it up coming into this playoff day.
Yeah, Douglas is an extremely aggressive player. Not so much with shots as we've talked about it, but just in terms of chasing the ball down and just physical power. I mean, the way he gets to the sidewall, he's absolutely fearless pulling the ball off of the sidewall. And also has high expectations of his backcourt, as you can see with that. Hey, man.
3-wall play here, landing just inside the boundary line.
We're waiting for the judges to consult to get the call, but it was called in, called correctly.
But then Douglas,
2-all.
The 2-wall there opens up wide. Back inside. What a catch here by Iturbide.
Just such great control. This is that's what I'm talking about right there, is all those catches at the sidewall.
Inside placement there by Iturbide.
Douglas was all the way out, and Manny was just trying to cover, kind of like.
Yeah, but the drop shot there dropped into the pad. As you know, that pad is bad.
I don't know that the pad is inherently bad. Just know that if you hit it while trying to score a point, it's not going to go your way.
Not inherently a bad guy, the pad. But, yeah.
Exactly. It's important to incorporate a little sports philosophy into every highlight broadcast. Please. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers. Here's the serve. Second set has begun. Here's a backhand by Manning to the inside. Benny grabs that at the 12 line. Right to the corner. Out to the Robote. Douglas makes the save. High to the front wall. Backhand by Iturbide. There's a backhand by Douglas. What a catch by Benny. Made that catch behind him at the 12 line. Manny at the 10, over the top. Catch by Iturbide. Nice backhand. Robote forehand by Douglas. Benny's there. There's a backhand by Iturbide. Beautifully caught on the left side. Robote coming out to the 5 line. 2-all by Douglas. It's out. First point of the second set goes to Chargers, Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide serves.
Iturbide, as we said in the first match, you can't attack him off the Robote, but that attempt a little bit wild from Douglas, sailing well out of play. Yeah, right idea, but just comes down to execution there.
Yeah, try to get him on the 2-all, which he has been throwing well. That one just way wide. Here's a backhand by Manny from the 10 line. Manny, sidearm to the backcourt. Iturbide calls for the Robote at the 9 line. Keeps it inside. Manny's there. Beautiful catch by Benny. Powerful backhand to the corner. Forehand Robote by Douglas. Caught by Benny. Benny again, wall to wall. Robote coming out to the 6th line. Fired from the forehand of Douglas. Douglas for the Robote on the left side. Keeps it inside. Big bounce. Brought down by Benny. Manny will take this one in the air. Over the top. Iturbide cuts it off. Winds up. Drop shot. Manny got assessed on it, was unable to gain control. 2 points for Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide has the serve.
Yeah, going forward on the right side, a little bit tougher to control and also to then get a throw off. Manny charging, you see here, I mean, gets up to it just barely, but then as he's trying to get it into the
That's
throw
one of those
motion.
literally, if you want to make that, you just leave it stationary, let it drop in and flip it back up if you can, but it's easy to say from the announcer's booth. Here's a backhand by Manny. Caught in the air by Iturbide, backhand from the 8 line. Backhand again by Douglas, right to the corner. Benny makes a beautiful catch in the corner. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Iturbide has it midcourt. Manny reaches out. Forehand from the 11 line to the back quarter. Benny's there. Rebote by Douglas. Rebote by Douglas again. Kicks to the inside. Benny's there. Rebote forehand. Benny from the 10. Wall to wall from the left side. Forehand rebote by Douglas. What a scoop by Iturbide. That 2-all caught the pad on the outside. Douglas and Manny get the point and the serve for the Warriors.
The scoop 2-all is a beautiful combination. You can pull it off, but after making a difficult catch, talk about the control of the ball in the basket, and sometimes it's just not there.
It is literally pretty to watch, that the scoop or
Very much so.
Also the running catch, the bote corrido where you're running, it comes into it, something that, of course, the former highlight great Joey was very fond of doing. Rebote left side to the inside. Here's Benny. There's the backhand by Manny. Manny reaches behind and make that catch. That outside placement lands outside of play. 3 points for Iturbide and Benny of the Chargers. Iturbide has the serve.
Outside placement, same idea as trying to catch Iturbide off the rebote. He's looking to cut that ball off. It's thrown by Manny from the backcourt. Puts it to the outside. Give him a different look. Again, caught the Chargers going the wrong way, but well off the court.
Here's Manny from the 12 line over the top to the inside. Benny will take it on the bounce at the 9. Right to the corner. Benny stops it before the 13 line. Here's Manny. Backhand. Beautiful throw by Benny to the inside. Douglas rifles this forehand rebote straight back. Manny moves up. Backhand from the 9 line. Another beautiful catch by Benny. Rebote. The rebound off the back wall played by Douglas. Big bounce brought down by Manny deep in the backcourt. Rebote left side. There's a catch by Manny at the 13. Sends it back. Benny's there. Powerful backhand by Douglas, caught by Benny. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Benny takes it in the air. Douglas down low. Backhand from the 7. Wall to wall from the left side. Scoop by Manny. Manny with the cortada. Beautifully caught by Iturbide. Douglas saves the rebote at the side wall, and Benny's there. Return from the 10 line. Catch by Manny. Forehand rebote by Iturbide. Right up the middle. Douglas is there. Douglas again, forehand rebote, this time from the 6th line. Iturbide catches it. Manny on the rebote save to the inside. Benny plays it from the 11 line. Low and inside. Douglas is there. Backhand from the 8. Benny lets it pass, but plays the rebote. Douglas has it in the air. Low and hard. Benny looking for a difficult rebote. He makes the save. Manny all alone, picks it up on the bounce. Benny makes the catch at the 10 line. Here's a catch by Manny. Over the top. Iturbide cuts it off beautifully at the 6th line. Here's Manny. Benny takes it off the side wall. Powerful backhand. Douglas takes the low rebote, sends it deep. Benny's there. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Rebote forehand again by Iturbide. Stopped again by Manny. Beautiful catch off the side wall. That's a difficult play for Manny. Manny now from the 11 line. Iturbide is there. Backhand. Benny with the catch. Backhand. Oh my. That escapes coming out of his basket low. That's a point for Douglas and Manny. Douglas has the serve.
Practice throw.
Ladies and gentlemen, these will be practice throws only with Benny. There's a possibility that the frame of that cesta is broken.
That didn't look all too good, though. Came out low again.
These are practice throws only for Benny.
And he's taking it off. It looks like that basket might be...
Equipment timeout.
Oh, boy.
Equipment timeout.
Basket's done. That is...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an equipment timeout of 5 minutes for Benny to change his cesta. So, yes, it's important to remember that these cestas, you see them all around there in the cage. You see the players. These cestas are entirely handmade from Spanish chestnut. That includes the frame, the ribs, and then the weaving. The most important part structurally to that cesta is the frame. And if there's a crack in that frame, when the player throws it, it basically opens up like a little fracture. And so they think they're throwing it, let's say, 20 feet high, but because of the fracture in the frame of the cesta, it's coming out at 8 feet high. In that case, yeah, we could see the fracture. We could see the fracture there. And that can happen on the first day you take out a cesta. Cestas can last up to 10 months. Cestas can break on the first day. Once again, entirely handmade, one of the unique features of Jai-Alai. See Benny taking some practice throws here. Again, changing equipment at this particular period of time, not optimal, but he could not play with that cesta because literally every time he throws, it's going to send it a different direction. So we have heard that he is going with his old cesta, which is what our players do when they get a new cesta. They keep their old cesta as a backup for just this purpose, so they will not be completely unfamiliar with it.
And Benny gave the thumbs up here. I think he's good to go.
You ready?
Nope. No. Okay, not ready to go.
Still has 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. We timed these specifically.
He's going to go through another basket here. We're just going to see which one works for him. Saw the chief judge coming with a few options.
There are a few players who play with similar, for instance, Benny and Ben play with remarkably similar cestas.
Sure.
Cestas entirely made by none other than Manny by hand. In fact, we just got another big shipment of material in the back, raw material. You look at it and you say, how do you make that out of that? And then you see Manny back there for hours and hours. And it's all a question of feel. is the ball going where I want it to go? And you can see Benny seems pretty secure that the ball's going straight on the left side. Here he goes with the right side. It's very much a question of confidence. Benny seems to have that here. Not even so much on the catching when you're a confident catcher like Benny. He still has 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining to make his decision and change the equipment before there would have to be a forfeit if he couldn't play, but I doubt we'll see that.
Yeah. Well, take a look here. Let's see, maybe hit the floor. I mean, that ball just came out with nothing. See the reaction by Douglas. He's saying, I can't believe that. Benny immediately looks and points to the basket. He was looking at the tip of the basket because that's typically where we see a broken frame.
Robote forehand. That ball is tipped. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. We are rechecking the score. We need the official word. We need the official word from the chief judge. Ladies and gentlemen, the scoreboard is now correct. Iturbide with 4, Douglas and Manny with 2. Iturbide has the serve. Thank you for your patience. Here's a backhand by Manny. Benny from the 13 line. Beautiful catch by Benny down low. Here's Manny from the 10. Benny lets this one come out. It's on the forehand of Iturbide. Benny stops it on the bounce at the 10 line. Robote forehand by Douglas. Benny with a tip ball. 3 points for Douglas and Manny. Douglas has a serve. Here's Benny on the backhand to the inside. Iturbide cuts it off. Powerful costado to the inside. Stopped by Manny. Here's Manny on the backhand. Benny's there. Benny again from the 11. Manny from the 13. Robote left side by Douglas. Big bounce. Brought in by Benny. Benny puts it to the inside. Douglas, fine catch at the 9 line. Backhand by Benny, powerfully thrown. Beautiful catch by Benny, pulling that off the side wall. Douglas, powerful backhand, an absolute bullet thrown to the 13 line. Great catch by Benny. Rotate forehand, rifle low and hard. Manny makes a stop. Benny lets it pass. Looks for the rebote. Beautifully played. Manny alone for the rebote. Eyes on the rebote. He makes the play. Safe play right up the middle. Here's a catch by Benny. Douglas looks for the rebote at the 8 line. Hard throw to the inside. Beautiful pickup by Benny. Low and hard. Douglas is there. Another great catch by Benny at the sidewall. Manny now from the 11. Here's the forehand by Manny. Low to the inside, kicking up, and Benny's there. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Ball tipped by Manny at the 10 line. That is 5 points for Iturbide and Benny. This is possible set point.
Dangerous lead, though. Warriors have already overcome this deficit in one of the previous matches. Chargers need to hold this lead and then take that third set to win the match, though.
Manny makes the catch back at the 11 line. Benny on the forehand from the 11. Manny reaching up. Low and hard to the inside. Iturbide picks it up on the left side. There's the backhand. Rebote. Left side by Iturbide to the inside. Manny's there. Manny from the 12. Benny's there. Here's the backhand by Benny. Low runner. Caught in the air by Douglas. Beautiful catch by Benny at the sidewall, deep in the backcourt. Manny on the return. Iturbide on the backhand. Manny's there. Rebote forehand. Rebote left side by Douglas. Clips the sidewall, puts it on the forehand to Benny. Douglas has the rebote. Midcourt, hard to the inside. Benny lets it pass. Rebote save on the forehand. Manny will take it on the bounce at the 12. Iturbide calls for the rebote. To the inside it goes. Douglas is there, winding up. Hard to the inside. What a catch by Benny. Rebote left side, saved by Benny. Douglas will catch it in the air at the 3. Hard throw crossing Benny for the rebote. He makes the save. Manny takes it on the bounce. Right to Benny's feet, another rebote. Benny makes the save. Manny, rebote save. Iturbide will take that on the bounce at the 7. Cortada will score. Point and set to Iturbide and Benny of the Chargers, taking the second set 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our third and decisive set.
Oh, there's the response by the Chargers. Iturbide and Benny come back when they win set number 2. I mean, all these matches do. I mean, pretty close across the board. Looks like 3 of the matchups split in the season series, and in this one, Douglas and Manny won the first one. Iturbide and Benny won the second one in straight sets. And here we are going to a third set on the semifinals. How about Benny working through a cesta change and catching as good as he's been all year?
No easy task.
Yeah,
I mean, that is no easy task. We saw Gaucheri have a difficult game day based on changing the cesta. And that was with practice.
Yeah.
This cesta, those fractures in the frame, there's really nothing. All the strength of that basket is in that frame, and everything is basically woven and tied to and secured to that frame. So for years and years, seen people come up with different ways of trying to fix it and reinforce it. It's one solid piece of steam bent chestnut. So anything you try to put in there, epoxy, no matter what you want to think, doesn't work.
No.
Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Benny, of course, will be talking to Manny after the games.
And depending on the result, we'll see how quickly that cesta becomes available. Benny,
the youngest of all of our battle court players, He's had a phenomenal few years.
Now, Benny, not part of the original group of Magic City players, and his brother Douglas, but two guys with no highlight experience.
None.
5 years ago.
The original training was done by their father in the backyard in North Carolina in a baseball batting cage, with the father throwing them the ball. Hey.
But Douglas, what, a year more experience than Benny, but just incredible what these two guys, homegrown talents, have accomplished.
No question
playing
about it.
together here in the semifinals. Third set to decide the match, Stu.
We are ready to begin our third and final set. Here's the serve by Douglas. Benny on the catch, backhand to the inside. Robote to the inside by Douglas. Benny's there. What a catch by Manny. Robote forehand by Iturbide. That dropped. Caught by Manny way overhead. Iturbide from the 8 line. Robote left side. There's a forehand by Manny. Benny makes the catch. Big right side by Manny. Here's the catch and the return by Iturbide. Robote by Douglas to the inside. Thrown hard. Kicks up. Benny's there. Douglas, great catch on the 8 line. Manny will move up. Big right side to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Benny. Robote left side by Douglas. Manny from the 13 line, backhand to the inside. Benny's there. Here's a backhand from the 11 line. Douglas gets in there to make the catch on the backhand. Low bullet fired. What a scoop by Benny. Iturbide on the Robote. Manny, tremendous catch overhead. Returns it low. Iturbide steps in. Backhand from the 8 line. Here's Manny again. Robote forehand. Caught in the air by Douglas. Douglas sends that coastie inside. Benny with a perfect read and a nice throw. Here's Manny. Robote left side. Big bounce brought down by Manny. Robote forehand by Douglas. Iturbide cuts it off. Philo stopped by Douglas. He got it, could not hold on to it. First point of the decisive third set goes to Iturbide and Benny of the Chargers.
Such a powerful throw. Iturbide gets it on the costado. Doesn't throw the too long, goes straight to the outside.
Just the fact that Douglas got assessed on it was impressive.
Good eyes, but that ball opens up away from you when it touches the floor too, and very hard to secure even if you get a read on it. You just see it falling out of the basket there late. Get the Chargers on the board first in set 3.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Robote left side to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Manny. Here's a backhand by Douglas. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Manny makes the catch. Benny down low. Good grab. Big backhand. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Played to the inside by Iturbide. Here's Manny from the 11 line. Here's a backhand by Manny. Benny's there. Difficult Robote save by Douglas. That ball dropped at the side wall. Split placement, caught in the air by Douglas. Perfect placement. He just could not hold on. 2 points for Iturbide and Benny. Iturbide has a serve. Rather fortunate for Iturbide that Douglas couldn't hold on to that ball because Douglas is capable of doing some real damage from that spot.
Yeah, Douglas would have had Iturbide trapped inside, but it just came in up on him so quickly. Tries to get it to the costado
and snap. I imagine snap a 2-wall pretty quick. That's how he lost it. Deep serve by Iturbide. Here's a backhand by Manny. Benny from the 13 line to the inside. Manny's there. Rebote forehand. Douglas, Rebote left side. That clipped, caught by Iturbide. 2-0 by Iturbide, opens wide and scores. That is a beautifully executed costado 2-0 by Iturbide. They lead 3-0 in the third set. Iturbide has the serve.
A golden opportunity here. Douglas, a little clip, feeds Iturbide's 2-wall here in the middle of the court. It opens up and it scores.
He throws it so well.
Best opportunity he's had the last set and a half.
Iturbide throws that so well.
Lead's opened up to 3 now. Warriors got to stop this run.
There's the backhand by Manny. Benny makes the catch. Rebote forehand saved by Douglas. Benny will take it at the 11 line. Manny from the 12, hard to the inside. Benny's there. There's the backhand by Benny to the inside. Douglas winds up. Costi to the inside. Benny at the 10 line to make the return. Rebote for Douglas. Douglas to the inside again. This one kicks. Benny makes the catch. Ball tipped by Benny at the 11 line. Douglas and Manny of the Warriors are on the board with a point in the third set. Douglas has the serve.
Just got the Chargers to crack a little bit. Benny's been solid since making that cesta switch. He's actually, I think he's been lights out. Don't know if he's missed one since that point.
No, he's been spot on, and it's such a difficult thing to do. He tried 2 different ones. Second one worked better than the first one. There's a backhand by Benny. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That is 4 points for Iturbide and Benny here in the third set. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers.
Such a good throw. It's got good power, perfect placement, and Manny has to reach in along the side wall as it's crossing deep in the backcourt.
Here's a backhand by Manny. Benny's there. Benny from the 11 line. Iturbide keeps it on the left side. Here's the backhand. Caught by Manny. Benny from the backcourt. Low to the inside. Caught by Douglas. Douglas powerfully from the backhand. What a catch by Benny. Rebote left side for the big bounce. Benny will bring it in at the 10 line. Backhand to the inside. Rebote. Benny choosing the rebote. He makes the save. Douglas will let it pass. What a catch overhead by Manny. Iturbide cuts it off the 9 line. Backhand. Manny now on the backhand to the inside. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Cut off by Douglas. Douglas, powerful backhand. Right to the corner. Out to the rebote. Saved by Iturbide. Douglas cuts this off. Backhand. Rifled from the 6th line. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. This one caught by Manny. Forehand from the 11. Big bounce brought down by Manny. Cortada by Manny. Stopped by Benny. Manny makes the catch at the 11 line. That ball is in and out of the cesta. 2 points for Douglas and Manny, the Warriors. Douglas has the serve. Remember, we are in the third and final set of this match. The first team to reach 6 points will win it. My, oh my.
Right back at him with perfect placement. Right on the side wall as Benny tried to make that catch. Just falling out of the basket late.
Benny on the backhand. Right up the middle. This one caught by Manny. Ichibide mid-court, backhand, low and hard to the left side of Manny. Here's a backhand by Manny to the inside. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. That throw, split placement to the outside. Ichibide's on it, makes the 2-all.
Got it.
That lands into score. Tremendous control by Ichibide. Possible set, possible match point for the Chargers.
Benny called for Ichibide to take this. He recognized that Douglas was trapped inside, just dropped it inside the boundary line to score there. Good communication, even nonverbal sometimes, the most important.
Absolutely. There's the backhand by Benny. Manny with the catch, backhand from the 11 line. Benny to the inside. Douglas makes the save. Ichibide will let it pass. Here's Benny from the 11. Plays it deep to the backcourt, out to the Robote. Douglas is there. Hard to the inside. Benny, great catch at the 12. Robote coming in low. Douglas makes the save. Ichibide cuts it off. Here's the backhand from the 7. This ball is tipped in the corner. That is point, set, and a hard-fought match for Ichibide and Benny, taking it 6-2 in the third set.
Chargers now lead the game day 2-1 through our first 3 matches. Great comeback after dropping the first set, 6-3, 6-2. Ichibide and Benny respond with a big 3-set victory. Coming up next, we'll see 6 division doubles. Williams and Stan up against El Barba and Gallo.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Game day score, Chargers now lead 2-1 after that win by Ichibide and Benny. Coming back, winning the final 2 sets to take that match. Despite some equipment issues, Benny able to lock back in with the help of Ichibide. The Chargers get the win. They lead on this semifinal day. Let's hear from the Chargers team, Ichibide and Benny. Benny, have to ask you about that cesta change. You tried a couple. What did you like about the second cesta that you tried out a little better than the first?
Yeah, I tried out Gallo cesta, and it was a little slower than my previous one. So I had a Nicholas basket that JR found, and it was a little faster, and I feel more comfortable adjusting to a faster basket than a slow one.
Yeah, I mean, down a set. You guys have won, was it 7 matches in a row to close out the regular season? How did you make it 8 there?
Yeah, I mean, we lost the first set, and then the basket changed, so, you know, I just tried to slow it down, and Ichibide was on, and, you know, our chemistry on the court has gotten a lot better since the season's gone on, so, you know, I'm happy for the win.
Let's go, Chargers!
Well, a great win for you guys. Good luck the rest of the game day.
Yeah, thank you.
Vamos, venga, vamos, venga.
Moving on over to Division 6 doubles, Williams and Stan go up against El Barba and Gallo. Division 6 doubles, always fun, Stu.
Always.
2 matchups in the regular season, both went the way of El Barba and Gallo, and both matches were won in 3 sets. Williams and Stan just 3-7 in the regular season. El Barba and Gallo 5-5. But you got El Barba up there against Williams. Stan has improved play in the backcourt. This is a fun one, Stu.
And Williams has just been so solid fall 2024. Catching serves. Barba, if he's having a good day, he's going to play well.
Yep, we'll see what happens here. Match number 4, ready to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start our 4th match of the game day. The Chargers lead this best of 7 2-1. Representing the Chargers, first we have the team of El Barba and Gallo. And for the Warriors, we have Williams and Stan.
Williams serves.
There's a serve by Williams. This match has begun. Gallo makes the catch in the backcourt, floats it up. Stan runs under it. A running backhand. El Barba reaches in to cut it off. Floated back to Williams. That ball's tipped. Chargers step out ahead. First point.
El Barba got in there, made a really good catch at the side wall. Came back quickly to Williams, just wasn't ready for the play.
Stan takes that serve as it crosses the side wall, floats it back to Gallo. Gallo from the 12 line. Back to Stan. Gallo gets out there for the rebote, lays it up, but that caught the overhead screen. That's out of play. He ties it up, 1-1.
Almost looked like it had the distance to make it without touching the overhead screen, but that was a rough angle that he caught it on.
Serve crossing, Gallo comes away with it. Williams reaching in, cuts it off, hard backhand. Gallo reaching in low on the left side. This one opens up. Stan tipped it. First time around. It's a second point for the Chargers.
I have no problem acknowledging that ball was tipped, hit straight in front of where I'm sitting, and I jumped.
I tell you,
I still jump.
That's the one.
After 50
think
years
he's gonna
around
catch
highlight,
it?
I still jump.
Stan from the 9 line plays the backhand. Gallo runs around it, has to lay it up. This one clearing the overhead screen. Williams waits on the floater, powers it up at the 7 line to the inside of the rebote, laid up by Gallo. This is going to cross the side wall. Stan gets up to it. Low bullet just above the pad. Gallo up there at the 11 line, makes the catch, fires it along the wall. Stan now, a little bit higher. Gallo commits to the forehand, drops it inside. Stan takes it off the wall, comes out a little bit lower. El Barba juggled it. Juggling on the catch of El Barba, and a second point for Williams and Stan.
When the ball comes into the basket, it can roll. In fact, usually does. You oftentimes catch it deeper in the cesta. It rolls up to the tip before you throw. That's when we talk about catch and control, but it can't lose contact with the surface of the inside of the cesta.
Gal's right side, fire to the inside. Williams, great catch. Beautiful backhand. Gal trying to pass. Stan reaching back behind him in the corner, comes away with it. Floats it up to Gallo. He's at the 9 line. Strong backhand, thrown wall to wall. Rebote forehand, fired inside. Catch by El Barba. El Barba winds it up the middle. Picked up on the bounce. Good catch by Stan. Comes back to the middle of the court. Gallo comes over the top, looking for the big bounce. Stan controls it again. El Barba reaching back, cuts it off. Beautiful backhand. That's thrown wall to wall. Williams on the rebote, lays it up back to El Barba. El Barba, splitter, stopped by Stan. Stan with the carom, not enough. Gallo able to track it down. Gallo comes back over the top. Stan lines it up off the side wall. Great catch. Gallo missed the rebote. 3-2 lead for the Warriors. Williams and Stan.
Stan just hung in there with the catches. Made some consistent catches on the left side. Kept them in this. Also Williams. Williams with 2 really good catches on the backhand.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for Williams.
Williams, one of the players with prefers a sidearm serve. Really does a good job of keeping it away from the front quarter does flirt with that underserve line. Got to get the ball between the 4 and 7.
Elbarba cuts it off on the second serve to the outside. That's outside the play. 4-2 lead for Williams and Stan.
Elbarba consistently loves the kill shots. I mean, he really does love the kill shots. When they're accurate, he's thrown them well. Good catch there, just landing it pretty far out of play.
Gallo lines that one up on the right side, comes up the middle. Stan with the catch. Back over the top, back it up. What a catch by Gallo. Stuck in the basket. Oh, it's on the wall and controlled by Stan. Back to Gallo. This time a little deeper in the backcourt. Stan keeps this one on the left side. Hard backhand, coming up and out. Robote lined up by Elbarba. Saves it to the inside. Stan makes the catch. Backhand dropping low, back to Gallo. Off by Williams. Williams reaching in. Powerful backhand. Tipped along the side wall. 5 points and a possible set point for Williams and Stan.
That ball, the closer it is to the side wall, the more difficult it is to make the catch, and that was the case there for Gallo. That ball was on the side wall the whole way.
Hard serve is an over serve. Second serve for Williams. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Gal controls in the middle of the court. On it from the right side, looking to pass. Stan runs under it. Comes back over the top. Here's Gallo. Catch at the 9 line, he goes wall to wall. Robote comes shooting out. Diving save by Williams. Elbarba attacks, controls it on the right side, comes out a little bit lower. Stan is there. Gallo, high and hard from the right side. 3-wall play, tough Robote. Another diving save made by Williams. Elbarba on the forehand, into the drop shot. That'll score. Keeps the set going here. 3 points for the Chargers.
That's why we say when Elbarba's on the court, you know it's going to be fun. You're going to see shots, whether they work or not. So he makes the catch, kind of traps it in a cesta, changes the pace with a drop shot. Williams is fast. He's there. Just did not line it up. A look of frustration. Highline, like so many other games, a game of inches. Elbarba's got the serve.
Well-placed serve, better catch there by Stan as across the side wall. Gallo back to the 12, controls it, comes out high from the left side, back to Stan. Gallo reaches in, makes the catch, backhand above the pad. Williams now on the forehand, whips it inside, right back to Gallo. Gallo trying to pass, and he does. Staying out of the way, Williams with the left side Robote. Picked up on the bounce, here's Gallo. Backhand to the outside, Williams with a leaping grab. Controls it back up the middle, it's scooped though by Gallo. He comes out over the top again, Stan with the catch. Stan trying to pass along the wall, it scores. Point and set. Warriors take it 6-3, 2 minutes, we'll come back and play set 2.
Warriors fired up on that one, not just because Douglas and Manny dropped the last one, but Stan played well, making catches consistently, some of which we haven't seen him make before. And Williams right in there with the catching as well. See this one, off both feet, catches, controls, returns it hard to the inside. Scoop by Gallo. Gallo brings it over the top. Again, fine catch by Stan. Puts it right back to that side wall where it scores. That's the point in the first set for the Warriors. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches. And this, the second of our 2 playoffs for today. First playoff occurred at 2:30. Chargers defeating the Fireballs. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. There you have El Barba. Usually sits contemplatively on the bench. Not a lot of fuss or antics. Off the court. On the court, depends on the day. But El Barba doing a decidedly good job. I believe had was it the one juggle? Yeah.
Yeah, just
he
that
had
one.
he had the one juggle. But the catching has been spot on. One of the more unique characters of the original 2018 Magic City program.
El Barba and Gallo won both regular season matchups, and they did drop a first set in one of those. So comfortable playing from behind, see if they can come back, take the second set, force a third one. They will have the serve, the Chargers, to begin set 2. We are ready to begin our second set. El Barba and Gallo serve to Williams and Stan. Serve, we begin set 2. With a backhand to the inside, backing up, Gallo scoops it. Hard throw up the middle, Williams reaches in. Catch off the sidewall. There's Gallo, high on the left side, back to Stan. Gallo now at the 11 line, floats it up. Williams looking for it, just dropped it. Point for El Barba and Gallo. Hit the first one of our second set.
Williams, for the most part, been spot on as far as the catching is concerned. Had that rebote earlier. That one just not able to maintain control of the ball in his cesta.
Stan high and hard from the left side. Rebote coming out. Rebote saved by El Barba. Catch by Stan. Right side, comes back over the top. Gallo lets it pass, waits on the rebote, and makes a save. Tough one, kicking up in the corner. Stan, fall down save, right back to El Barba. He winds it up. Soft 2-wall. Williams runs under it. Williams powers it inside. Ooh, but right to Gallo. Great positioning, hard forehand. Cut off by Stan now. Stan passes from the left side, wall to wall. Here's the rebote. Rebote taken to the outside. Stan gets to it. Now trying to pass. Stan not going to let him. Tough catch back behind him. This backhand clears the overhead screen. Coming back to El Barba. Hooked it. Williams all alone. Just couldn't make the catch. 2 points for the Chargers.
So when we saw Williams get down real low to make that catch on the forehand, but also he's been making those solid. Have to believe that he was thinking about what he was going to throw. Actually, I'm not sure about that. I just don't, yeah. Getting down that low and having to get back up out of the squat. Tough one. Yeah. Tough way to catch the ball.
Low hard serve. Here's Stan. Backhand to the inside. Tipped by El Barba. Into Gallo. First point for the Warriors to begin set 2.
That's a sign that El Barba wants to get involved and wants to pick up the pace, but you got Gallo back there. No need to jump in front of him.
Forehand inside, played by Stan. Stan trying to pass. Here's Gallo. Williams reaches in, backhand, coming right up the middle. Gallo gets there. Gallo fires it overhead to Stan. Great catch on the inside by Gallo. Stan reaches back. He's got it on the right side, comes over the top. Picked up on the bounce. Here's Gallo. Gallo now passing. Williams alone for that rebote. Makes a nice save back inside. Gallo has to scoop it up. Backhand to the outside. Stan won't get there. Williams sends it up in the overhead screen.
just kind of occurred to me that the teams that we're seeing in front of us here are like the opposite of a mullet. The fun is all in the front, the business is in the back.
I see where you're going, but I'm mortified by the thought of a reverse mullet.
It's a reverse mullet. That's what it is.
I see what you did there.
Williams and Barber in the front. Fun. Gallo and Stan, serious business in the back here, catching and throwing.
Fault under serve. Second serve coming up. That second serve is good. Stan from the 9 line. Trying to go wall to wall. Catch by Gallo. Gallo passing. He just clears that overhead screen. Williams left side rebote. Played inside beautifully. Gallo makes a good save. Stan waits as it crosses the sidewall. He comes up the middle. Coming out a long way. El Barba tracks it down. Whips it inside. Stan waits on it. Oh, what a catch by Gallo on the wall. Back to the right side of Stan. Stan comes over the top. Gallo picks it up on the bounce. And it scores on the return. 4 points for the Chargers.
Yeah, so that catch wasn't particularly pretty by Gallo, but it was effective. It did what it needed. It stopped the ball on the side wall, which is difficult to do. Look, he just kind of traps it and brings it in. Again, not particularly pretty, but very effective. And you get no style points in Battle Court.
Williams out of the way of that serve. Stan picks it off for the backcourt. He goes wall to wall. El Barba plays it up the middle. Williams reaching up. Whips it just above the pad. Gallo backing up. Makes the scoop. Comes out on the right side. Here's Stan waiting on it at the 10. He tries to pass. He just does clear. El Barba, great communication. Saves the rebote, and it scores. 5 points and a possible set point for El Barba and Gallo.
I mean, Gallo was only, what, a foot away from El Barba when he called for it? Look how close.
He yelled. He said, I got it.
Maybe 2 feet, and he did. And he did.
Scored. When you call it off and then you score, you have every right to call him off the next time around.
No, 100%. Great play by El Barba. And Gallo just put the sestence at yours.
Stan takes that serve, low bullet just above the pad, backing up, it's tipped. Second point for the Warriors, that extends the set here. Still possible set point for El Barba and Gallo.
Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Gallo on the right side, lobs it up. Williams is there to cut it off. Hard throw up the middle. Gallo reaching back behind him, secures it. Catch by Stan off the sidewall, backhand. Played inside, Gallo gets to it. Gallo's low runner, cut off by Williams again. He comes out a little bit lower. Scoop made by Gallo back there at the 11 line. This one just clears the overhead screen. Williams, soft 2-wall, right to El Barba, who dropped it. Third point for Williams and Stan.
Don't know if El Barba dropped that just because he didn't make the catch or he moved immediately into the throw, is what it appeared to be. He's been making those catches pretty solid. This one was coming across his body. But he looked like he was moving aggressively to throw the ball.
Gallo, powerful throw, crossing the wall. Stan pulls it off the numbers again. Great catch. Gallo back there at the 13 line, secures it. Comes back up the middle. Stan runs under it. Powerful backhand, caught off the sidewall. Here's Gallo, backhand, 2-wall. Scoop by Williams. Williams with the carom. That lands out. Point and set. El Barba and Gallo win at 6-3. We're going to a third set in 2 minutes.
I think it's only appropriate for the third set to define this particular match.
I agree.
Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings player's cage. Some replays from that second set.
As I said, Stu, both matches in the regular season went to a third set, so only fitting that we get the same here in the playoffs. Backhand two-wall. Great scoop by Williams.
Great focus and concentration.
Goes for that carom. It lands outside the boundary line there. That's a couple inches wide of the court. And there's a baby there. Ben making sure everyone's okay. El Barba springs off the wall.
That was Renegade's Ben in the hat. Yeah, that was Renegade's Ben in the hat. Protecting everyone in the area.
The youngest of the Urbieta family, I believe. So everyone's safely back here in the DraftKings players cage. Chargers lead the game day 2-1. First one to 4 will advance to the finals. Renegades secured their spot a little earlier with a win against the Fireballs.
If anybody in battle court needs to get along right now, it is Gallo and Barba. Now, we do know that Barba does thrive on chaos. We know that he does. So this may be positive.
They're just, sometimes you just got to be heard, you know.
We'll call it positive chaos.
Yes, that's, you know, you just want to get your thoughts out there, and he might not disagree.
Like us.
Yeah, so aggressively agreeing. You know, that's something that we
aggressively agreeing.
They may be doing it, yeah. That seems to be the case here, from what we can hear.
They got a third set to come out here and make it all happen, and they're more than capable of doing it. Stan and Williams, entirely different approach. They're already on the court. It's just a little quieter.
Also talking through some strategy. Williams and Stan there in the service box, ready to begin our third set. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin set number 3. Williams and Stan served El Barba and Gallo.
We said it's always fun. It has not disappointed.
That serve begins set number 3. Gallo plays it to the inside, scores on the first throw. That gets the Chargers out ahead with that first point.
That ball crossing the wall really well, right in between. Came off the wall, just a wonky angle. Stan not have a play on it.
Gallo runs under that one up at the 10 line. Backhand to the outside. Williams waiting on it. Offside to Mote's save. Here's Gallo. Forehand over the top. Picado looking for the big bounce. Stan under the bridge. Has to make a diving save. He's got it. Gallo, though. Low runner. Back to him. Missed. And that was tipped in the corner. Second point for El Barba and Gallo to begin set 3.
That was a smart play by Gallo. The first one kept him deep. The next one came at his ankles. Very well done.
Yeah, very well placed.
I'll give Stan credit. He looked into the corner. That's one thing we recommend no one ever do
No.
when you're on the court. Never look into the corner.
Hard serve, crossing the wall. What a pick by Stan. Gallo from the left side, trying to pass. Stan reaches back to the 12, pulls it in. Ken opens up, scoop, made by Gallo. Gallo high to the inside, trying to pass Stan. He pulls it in off the side wall.
Really good catch by Stan there.
Gallo now slows it down. On the bounce, Stan picks this one up. Great catch there by Gallo from the left side. He tries to pass. Stan calls for him to take it. He saves it just above the pad. El Barba gets to it. Fires it inside. Stan waits on it, makes the catch. This one's low and hard. Gallo picks it up before the second bounce. Sidearm carom opens, but the throw is out of play. There's the ball.
There's no way that the ball went through and hit the one judge that seems to be a ball magnet.
Tell ya.
But even when he's not on the court,
I don't know how this happened, folks. Well, let's see. Where's the ball?
Okay.
It goes up through, and then it's going to land pretty close to actually where the camera is, but Nicholas is actually pointing in the proper area.
My goodness.
And then you actually see Julian react, give it, I think he saw what I saw. And that was a ball almost landing on the judge that's idle in this match. Oh boy. Everyone's safe again. 3-0, Chargers lead.
I can picture too. Where do I have to sit?
What do I have to do,
sit?
man?
I'm not judging this game.
Williams just out of the way of that serve. Gallo over the top on the inside.
Tough catch.
Picked up by Gallo, rather. Catch by Stan. Stan from the 11 floats it up. That clears. Back to Gallo. Gallo on the right side. High to the inside, dropping low. Here's Stan. Stan's low bullet cut off by El Barba. El Barba now floats it out of reach. Williams looking for that Rebote. Rebote's power to the inside. Gallo. 2-wall. Off the Rebote by Williams. Williams low and hard above the pad. Gallo gets there before the second bounce.
Outside place.
Backhand to the outside. Stan running under it. The 2-wall sails wide. Make it 4 points in a row for the Chargers.
Yeah, Stan stayed with that to try to make the Rebote. Don't believe he was trying to throw a kill shot off of that. Just clipped the sidewall real high, landed out of play. I'll tell you something. I may have been questioning what the communication was about with these Chargers, but apparently it's been effective communication. Oh,
Just tying his shoe in there.
Oh, see, I was looking out and I couldn't see him.
It's good. Arta giving him some advice here.
As he's tying into Sester. Basically, the hand sits on top of the basket. Little piece of cloth under there. Leather glove over the top of the hand. The only thing holding that hand in that glove is that long tie called the cinta.
Here's Gallo from the backcourt. Comes out on the right side, crossing the wall. Here's Stan on the pickup. El Barba reaches in, cuts it off. Strong backhand. Not passing. Stan has it. El Barba switches to the forehand. Soft touch to the inside. Stan on the run. He gets there. Backhand above the pad, right to El Barba. El Barba gets it off. Stan tipped it. 5 points in a possible set. Possible match point for El Barba and Gallo.
El Barba here basically saying that should have been enhanced interference. Doesn't make it, they got the point.
It only would have counted as one either way. So.
Yeah, there weren't going to be 2 points
But
there.
I get what he's saying, but
absolutely.
Playground justice, as they say. And that serve scores for the win. Point, set, and match. El Barba and Gallo take it in 3 sets. The final set, 6-0. Chargers come back, take it in 3 sets. They now lead this best of 7, 3-1. Coming up next, it will be the top division doubles match. Douglas and Nicholas hope to keep the Warriors season going against Zuleika and Benny. Again, if Zuleika and Benny win, the night's over and the Chargers will advance to the finals. Game day score, 3 wins up there for the Chargers, only 1 for the Warriors. We've played 4 matches. Moving on to match 5 up next. Top division doubles, Douglas and Nicholas against Zuleika and Benny. Before we get into this top-ranked doubles match, we will hear from our winning team, El Barba and Gallo. These guys have a knack for coming back in the 3rd set. A ton of 3-set matches played all season long. El Barba and Gallo finished the regular season 5-5, but they come away with the win on the all-important playoff day here in the semifinals. Move the Chargers 1 step closer to a spot in the finals. We're going to hear from the winning team there, El Barba and Gallo. There they are, Albarba and Gallo. Slower start through the first set or two, and then you guys really turned it on late in that third set. What was the key to getting it done and closing it out in such dominant fashion?
Well, we played it, the second and third set, we played as good as we look, and that's sexy. So, I don't know.
I mean, less mistakes. We got warmed up. This was my first match. Was it your first match? Second. So, yeah, just about warming up, you know, getting into the game and focusing. That's it.
Awesome, guys. A big win for you guys. Chargers lead 3-1. See what happens in this next match. Thank you.
Go Chargers.
Such an important match coming up.
Stu.
Sorry to cut you off, but we're both excited.
No, really is exciting here. Douglas and Nicholas going up against Zuleika and Benny here. Remember last season, Douglas and Nicholas were a big reason why the Warriors ultimately won the championship, defeating Gosheri and Aratz in that 7th match tiebreaker to hoist the banner for the Warriors. They have a tough match here against Zuleika and Benny, though. 2 matchups in the regular season. Douglas and Nicholas won the first in 3 sets. That match, 0-6, 6-2, 6-1. So some decisive set scorelines there. But then the rematch went to Zuleika and Benny. That one on November 1st. Straight set victory for Zuleika and Benny. That was 6-5, 6-4. So another match here where the regular season series was split. We'll see what happens here in the semifinals. Again, if the Chargers win, the game day is over. The Chargers will play the Renegades in the finals. If the Warriors win, we'll move on to match 6. That'll be Williams and Julian against Albarba and Arta. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin match 5. The Chargers lead the series 3-1. Representing the Chargers in this top-ranked doubles match, we have Zuleika and Benny. And for the Warriors, it's the team of Douglas and Nicholas.
Douglas serves, we begin. Here's the backhand by Benny. Big backhand by Nicholas, wall to wall from the left side. Beautiful catch by Nicholas at the side wall. Here's Benny, backhand from the 11 line. Douglas, mid-court, left hand right up the middle. Zuleika has it. Costado to the inside. Beautiful catch by Benny at the 13. There's a backhand by Nicholas. This one caught and returned by Zuleika. Nicholas is there, deep in the backcourt. Here's a backhand by Benny. Rotate forehand. Zuleika makes the catch. Powerful forehand. What a catch by Nicholas, crossing the side wall and stopping it. At the 13, backhand now by Benny. Douglas now from the 9 line to the inside. Benny will play that to the outside, straight to the forehand of Douglas. Cortada by Douglas, stopped, and a beautiful catch by Benny on the left side. Another great catch by Benny. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand. Benny deep in the backcourt with a tip ball. First point of this match goes to Douglas and Nicholas of the Warriors. Douglas has the serve.
I expect some long, grueling rallies here in this match.
At some point, I'll be curious to see if Zuleika starts snapping off 2 walls.
I guess game script is important. I guess if the Chargers go up, you're not going to see as many, whereas they go behind, he'll start pumping 2 walls with more consistency.
There's a backhand by Benny. He throws it wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Caught by Benny. Rebote forehand now by Zulaika. Nicholas goes hard to the inside. Benny's there. Beautiful catch by Nicholas at the 13 line. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Does not pass Douglas. Powerful backhand. Stopped by Benny. Benny now from the 11 line. Backhand. Here's Douglas. Backhand from the 8. Zulaika again, now from the 9. Zulaika will take that in the air at the side wall. Powerful backhand. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played by Douglas. Rebote now to be saved by Benny. Douglas is there. 2-all opening wide and scoring. Beautifully executed by Douglas. Douglas and Nicholas have 2 points for the Warriors. Douglas has a serve.
Like I said, Douglas throws a 2-wall at a pretty high percentage. I mean, 9 of 15 in Division I this year. So again, numbers are the highest in terms of percentage. Just doesn't throw that many. About half as many as a guy like Zulaika's counterpart up there in the front.
There's a backhand by Benny to the inside. Nicholas saves the rebote. Keeps it inside. Zulaika makes the catch. There's the 2-wall. Douglas has it on the left side. Powerful, powerful left side. Benny comes up with a clutch catch. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. There's a backhand by Benny. Wall to wall. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Zulaika, left side rebote. Douglas has it in the air. From the 6th line, low to the inside. Stopped by Benny. Benny now on the forehand. Benny from the 11 line on the left side. Rebote for Nicholas, the back quarter. Straight up the middle. Zulaika stops it on the bounce. Hard throw from the forehand. Nicholas is there. Beautiful catch by Benny. Sliding into the 13 line. Ball's blasted by Douglas. Forehand rebote by Zulaika, thrown equally hard on the forehand. Benny on the backhand. Zulaika on the catch. Here's Benny now from the 11 line to the inside. Nicholas is there. There's the backhand by Zulaika to the back wall. Rebote to the forehand of Douglas. Here's Benny. Douglas backed out of the way quickly and effectively. There is the throw by Benny. Beautiful catch by Benny, pulling that off the side wall. Zulaika with the 2-all. That lands in and scores. Zulaika and Benny of the Chargers are on the board with a point. Zulaika has the serve. Be curious to see if Zulaika goes to the hard punishing serve right off the bat.
I was a little bit screened here, but did Douglas overrun this? Yeah, and try to get in there with the left side. Not the first time that's happened today on a couple of these 2-walls. Not opening up enough, but sometimes a 2-wall that you don't throw perfectly is a little bit more effective. Douglas not expecting it. And
not quite a split placement, but on its way to being one. There's that hard serve, beautifully caught by Nicholas. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Douglas. Wall to wall from the right side. This one rifled by Zulaika. Douglas to the inside, Benny's there. There's a backhand by Benny. Douglas takes it in the air. Backhand from the 8 line. Robote forehand by Douglas. 2 pass. Actually cut off by Zulaika at the 10 line. Nicholas hard to the inside. Powerful throw by Douglas, stopped by Benny. Here's Nicholas at the 13 line. Robote forehand by Douglas, well caught by Benny, deep in the backcourt. He sends it to the back wall. Douglas forehand, Robote again, same spot, Benny's there, backhand. Here's Nicholas from the 12. There's a backhand by Nicholas, powerfully thrown, caught well by Benny. Nicholas from the left side to the inside. Zulaika, forehand Robote. Robote forehand saved by Zulaika, stays to the inside. Nicholas does not have a play on it. Douglas makes the save. Backhand by Zulaika. Here's Nicholas from the 11. Robote forehand. Big backhand by Nicholas. Robote comes to the 6th line. Zulaika plays it wall to wall. Robote forehand rifled by Douglas, caught by Benny. There's a backhand by Nicholas. Benny again, backhand hard. To the back wall, out to the Robote. Douglas is there. Douglas, beautiful catch at the 8 line. Plays it deep. Benny from the 12 line. Low hard backhand. Scoop attempt is tipped. 2-2. We're all tied up. Zulaika has a serve for the Chargers. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Apologies, Stu. Didn't mean to cut you off there.
No problem. Go for it. I'm so intimidating. I'm so intimidating. You forgot what you're going to say.
Warriors not giving Zulaika anything with that Costado, though.
There you go. All right.
That's.
I knew you had
that
something.
Was the main. It was the main point. It was something bigger and more well thought out.
But that's objectively correct.
But again, this is a defensive team that they like to extend the rally. Douglas, he said, only 9 2-all kills. I mean, 10 now, but that's only 1 per match.
Benny with a tough grab. He gets it into the cesta, holds on to it. Douglas, Cortada, stopped in a beautiful catch by Zulaika.
What a play.
Here's the backhand by Nicholas from deep in the backcourt. Robote comes out. Robote forehand. Robote left side by Douglas. Zulaika takes in the air, winds up. Drop shot dropped into the pad, and the pad is most definitely bad. 3 points for Douglas and Nicholas. Douglas has the serve.
That's one of the lesser used shots from the Costado for Zulaika. The drop shot, and just dropped it right into the pad. Didn't get enough on it, but
he's just got so much power on both sides. I mean, the forehand, the backhand, Costado.
And when you throw it with that much power, typically it could be hard to change it up with the drop shot too. You know, changing speeds and a little too much there, dropping it into the pad.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Robote by Douglas to the inside. Benny makes the catch at the 9 line. Nicholas moves up, backhand from the 10. Benny's there. Benny from the 11 line, high and hard to the front wall. Nicholas in the backcourt to make the play. Zulaika calls for the Robote. From the Costado, he plays it. Here's the forehand by Nicholas. Caught by Zulaika. Zulaika's 2-all. That scores perfectly. 3-3 in the first set. Zulaika has the serve for the Chargers.
Well, what he lacks with the drop shot, he makes up for with his Costado 2-wall. If you throw it like that, there's really no reason to ever deviate from it.
Douglas was on his way to get it too and wound up catching it with his left hand.
Yeah. I mean, that opened up wide. That had to be in the net by about the 3 line extended.
So well done. Powerful, powerful serve by Zulaika. Fault. Over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. I already started announcing. That's how fast the ball came.
Nicholas played it, right?
Once again, this is the second serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's Nicholas on the backhand from the 12 line to the inside. Robote left side. Douglas takes in the air. Great catch. Hard Costado thrown quickly. Benny makes the diving save. Nicholas advances, takes it in the air. Low, hard backhand. Robote for Zulaika. He makes the save. Big bounce. What a catch by Nicholas. Back to the inside. Zulaika goes. Nicholas reads it well. The 2-all. That will land out of play. 4 points for Zulaika and Benny. Zulaika has the serve for the Chargers.
The Warriors weren't giving Zulaika anything for those couple points, so he took it upon himself to take over the match, and that's what he's doing now with his power, Robote, and just overall placement of the ball has been perfect.
We kind of asked the question at the beginning, was that going to happen?
Yeah.
Was he going to open up with, because he's played one match where he did break out several successful Costalo 2-alls. Was that going to happen again here?
And lost the first match too, so maybe a little more motivated. Throwing it well in this one. Oh, what a serve.
It's a beautiful serve by Zulaika, well caught by Nicholas. Benny from the 13 line on the backhand. Nicholas is there. Low and hard. Benny, great catch behind the 11 line. Here's Nicholas. Nicholas from the 11, backhand. Douglas now on the backhand from the 8. Benny goes to the corner, makes the play from behind the 13 line. Benny on the backhand from the 11 line. Powerful backhand by Zulaika. This Robote comes to the forehand of Douglas. He sends it to the corner. Tough play. Zulaika makes the save. Douglas comes in. 2-all attempt. Fell short. 5 points for Zulaika and Benny. This is possible set point for the Chargers.
When Zulaika's playing like this, I mean, Douglas is right in throwing a 2-all off to Robote. That's really the only space available out on the court to make something happen. I mean, the defense is there. He's got all the tools offensively, and the power is just lethal. Nicholas experienced it in the first match with this serve. Let's see if Zulaika can end it with an ace. Oh,
what a catch by Nicholas off the bullet serve by Zulaika. It's backhand by Benny. Nicholas is there. Backhand from the 10 line. Benny to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Played hard by Zulaika. Caught by Nicholas. Zulaika from midcourt with a hop. Nicholas now from the 11 line. Benny with a fine catch behind the 12. Here's Douglas. Backhand from the 8. Low and hard to the inside. Dropping. Saved by Zulaika. Nicholas hard to the inside. Benny gets back in there. Here's a backhand from the 11. On the side wall, Nicholas makes the play. Robote left side by Douglas for the big bounce. And it scores. 4 points for Nicholas and Douglas of the Warriors. Still possible set point. Zulaika and Benny with 5. Douglas has the serve.
Those floaters have been getting Benny all night, and probably even more difficult adjusting to a new basket, too.
Douglas had thrown a couple earlier, but each one of them had touched the side wall, had taken a little bit out of the bounce. Not that time. Powerful serve by Douglas. Here's Benny. Low hard backhand. Scooped up beautifully by Nicholas. Zulaika has this on the forehand. Powerful right side. Douglas gets in there to make the save. Here's Zulaika attacking at the 3. Fired to the outside where it will score. That is point and set for Zulaika and Benny, winning the first set 6-4. We'll put 2 minutes, come back out, and play our next set.
Yeah, Douglas frustrated with how it ended, and Nicholas didn't make his way off the court. He saw that Douglas was talking to himself. He went all the way up to him, and they're walking off as a team. It's absolutely the right thing to do there for Nicholas. Obviously can sense the frustration. This is a great Robote save. I mean, just flicked it up. No look. It's in, but then Zulaika throws it outside, but I mean, look, Douglas will be the first one to admit, I mean, that catches him middle basket, and the speed isn't the type of thing that throws him off with the catch. I mean, he'd be the first one to tell you he should have it.
Yeah, Douglas is
That's why
typically
he's
not bothered by any speed.
6-4, Zulaika and Benny push the Chargers to within a set of a spot in the finals against the Renegades. Back here in the Warriors side of the players' cage here, Julian and Stan talking with Nicholas and Douglas.
Got to keep them in this. Nicholas pointing at his head, and Douglas knows it. He's got all the talent in the world, just has to keep his head in it.
And last year, this is the team that won the tie-breaking set that got the Warriors the championship. So, you know, if you have faith in anybody to dig themselves out of a hole here, it's Douglas and Nicholas.
Julian trying to provide a little comic relief, and I don't think that one line in Matt's face moved. Not even to say, not now.
You gotta, yeah.
Not even to say, not now.
You gotta know your personnel. And
yeah, that's not the,
might.
If anything, it got Douglas out on the court quicker.
Yeah. Chargers making their way out there now. I mean, an early lead. The Warriors were up 2-0. Chargers closed that lead pretty quickly.
Listen, Douglas does have some history of playing really well from behind, or if he thinks that he's behind. Sometimes the added pressure suits him well. We'll see what happens here in this second set.
Well, if ever, this is the ultimate time to pick it up.
Absolutely.
I mean, season on the line. You need these next 2 sets. See what the Warriors can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next set. Douglas will have the serve for the Warriors. Reminder of our scoring, first team to win. 6 points wins the set, first team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And if you're going to go down, I think you got to go down swinging. You'll expect a little more aggressive play by the Warriors in this set. Zulaika's kind of taken over, and don't think that's the taste they want in their mouth leaving this season.
Benny returns the serve by Douglas out to the rebote. Catch by Benny. Benny over the top. Big bounce brought down by Nicholas. Nicholas with a hard throw sidearm. Benny handles it at the side wall. Benny on the backhand from the 12 line. What a catch by Benny at the 13. Douglas is there. Backhand. Low hard bullet. Caught and returned beautifully by Zulaika. Nicholas goes for the corner. Benny cuts it off. Robote forehand by Douglas. 2 pass. Right up the middle. Zulaika's there. There's a catch by Nicholas. Low and hard. Benny on the left side. Here's a backhand by Nicholas at the 12 line. Wall to wall Robote forehand by Zulaika. Right to the corner, out to the Robote. Douglas makes the save. Here's Benny, backhand from the 10. By Zulaika. Here's Benny on the backhand, powerfully thrown. What a catch by Benny behind the 13 line. There's a backhand by Douglas. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand, rifle low and hard. That one is caught by Nicholas to the outside. Benny looks for the rebote, makes the save. That stays inside the whole way. Nicholas is there. Catch by Benny. He winds up. To the inside he goes. Nicholas catches it in the air. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Tough forehand rebote played by Douglas. Great catch by Benny down low. Douglas saves the rebote. Here's Benny from the 12 line. Nicholas on the catch, backhand to the inside. Benny's there again. Nicholas from the 11 line to the inside. Benny will let it pass. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Douglas on the rebote. Keeps it inside. Benny takes it on the bounce. Nicholas advances to take that in the air. Powerful backhand follows. Rebote save. Big bounce. Brought down by Nicholas. Zulaika, forehand rebote to the left side of Nicholas. What a catch again by Benny, pulling that off the sidewall. Zulaika reaching behind him to make this catch at the 9 line. This backhand's coming all the way out to the 4 line. Scoop by Zulaika. Karam will land in and score. Extremely aggressive style of play by Zulaika. Landing the first point of the second set for the Chargers.
Douglas was moving out to defend the 2-wall, but stopped. Zulaika have to throw it right at him. It's hard for your opponent to react if you throw it right at their feet. Douglas couldn't get around that ball to scoop it up.
When they're trying to move into position, it's something that's kind of easy for announcers or viewers to pick up on. But when you're on the court, to put those things together, because remember, you're focused on the ball. You're focused on the ball, but aware of what your opponent's doing. That is an ace serve by Zulaika. Two points for Zulaika and Benny. Nicholas, who doesn't often get frustrated, believing that he was screened by Benny.
A little traffic there.
I think Benny was just really trying to get out of the way.
Look at where Benny's standing.
Oh, fault. Second serve must be good. Good serve must land between the 4 and 7 line. Well, it makes you wonder if that would have landed, hit the front wall and landed in. I mean, that. Nicholas comes out to make the catch. There's the backhand. Benny will take it on the right side. Nicholas from the 10 line, forehand low and hard. What a catch by Benny. Backhand 2-all, lands in, is stopped by Nicholas in a beautiful catch.
Got it off in time.
Another great catch there by Nicholas. Powerful backhand, clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand. What a catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Benny, backhand from the 12. Nicholas at the sidewall. Backhand to the inside, to the back wall, and out to the rebote. Tough one, saved by Douglas. Backhand by Nicholas from the 10 line. Benny's there. Rebote left side, cut off by Zulaika. Zulaika's 2-all, just past Douglas to score. 3 points for Zulaika and Benny off the Costalo 2-all. Zulaika has the serve.
Zulaika just gives you so much to think about with that Costado 2-wall. And he throws it so hard that he doesn't give you a whole lot of time to react either. It's a pretty tough combination to play against.
I think that's the exact way that Douglas missed the last one. It touched the lower frame.
I mean, he's getting to all of these, but just off on the catch now.
Beautiful catch by Nicholas off a wonderful serve by Zulaika. There's a catch by Nicholas. Nicholas plays it lower. Rebote coming out. Zulaika's there. Nicholas, midcourt, makes the catch. Pika, big bounce, stopped by Benny. Douglas on the rebote to the inside. Benny makes the catch. Here's the throw from the 10 line. Douglas is there. Backhand from the 8. Nicholas makes this catch on the forehand, crosses the wall. Benny, good catch. Even better catch by Douglas. Cortada by Douglas. Stopped by Benny. Here's Nicholas, backhand from the 11 line.
Benny really wants a backhand too, all.
Yeah, no kidding. There's the backhand by Douglas. Wall to wall from the left side. Zulaika will have the rebote at the 5 line. Stopped by Nicholas. Nicholas sends it back. Benny's there again. Here's Benny, backhand from the 10 line. Nicholas at the sidewall, sends it to the corner, out to the rebote. Rebote forehand saved by Zulaika, caught in the air by Nicholas. Scoop by Benny, backhand to wall, lands in and scores. That throw beautifully executed by Benny. 4 points for the Chargers, Zulaika and Benny. Zulaika has the serve. Wow, yeah, he did it. He snaps this quick.
The best time to throw a backhand two-all is when you least expect it. It doesn't even have to be a good one, because look at how far Douglas is to the inside. That bounces 5-6 feet away from the boundary line.
But sufficiently away from your opponent to where it works.
What a shot there. 4-0 in this second set.
Excellent serve by Zulaika. Catch and return by Nicholas. Here's Nicholas again from the 9 line. That ball not coming out.
In the Chula, man.
That is 5 points. Possible set. Possible match point. Possible match point for Zulaika and Benny. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Douglas, forehand rebote. Benny on the backhand, powerfully thrown. This one to the outside. Douglas is there. Douglas puts it back to the inside. Benny on the catch. Douglas, great catch in the air at the 8 line. Benny has this on the forehand.
Good one. Oh my, what a catch.
Here's a catch by Benny and the backhand. Backhand now by Nicholas to the inside. Benny's there. Douglas on the catch. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote. Rebote left side to the inside. Nicholas is there. Rebote by Zulaika. Nicholas, tremendous catch behind the 11. To the corner it goes. Benny's there. Backhand by Benny. Benny again. Here's the backhand to the inside. Nicholas, low and hard. Benny's there. Rebote forehand. What a scoop by Nicholas. Forehand, 2 pass, caught down low by Benny. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Zulaika's there. 2-all. Stopped by Douglas. Cortada by Douglas. Scores. There'll be no shutout in the second set. Douglas and Nicholas are on the board with their first point for the Warriors. Douglas has the serve. We're also seeing Benny grab his calf. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Douglas makes the catch. Costavo powerfully thrown. Benny's going to make the catch on the forehand. Throws it low and hard. Douglas is there. Backhand by Douglas to the corner. Out to the rebote. Zulaika's there. What a catch by Nicholas. Powerful backhand. Benny goes into the corner, comes out on the left side. Rebote save. There's the backhand by Nicholas to the inside. Benny will let it pass. Rebote forehand, wall to wall. Douglas, right up the middle. Here's Nicholas from the 11 line on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Benny picks it up on the backhand. Rebote forehand. This one caught by Nicholas. Nicholas hard from the left side. Benny's there. Benny on the backhand. Benny again on the backhand. Benny down low. Here he is from the 11 line. Zulaika Rebote. Big bounce brought down by Nicholas and a beautiful catch. That backhand clears the overhead screen. Rebote all the way to the 4 line. Rifle glow and scoring. That is point set and a hard fought match, as well as a trip to the finals for the Chargers, winning 6-1 in the second set.
And the entire Chargers team making their way out there to celebrate. Only needed 5 games. The Chargers win the series 4-1. They are moving on to the finals for a matchup against the Renegades. Top 2 teams in the regular season, Stu, will meet up in our championship. Renegades, the #1 finisher. The Chargers, the #2 finisher. You see team captain Benny there. A lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. And this is a Chargers team that back in season 3, Stu, they had the same core of Zulaika, Iturbide, and Benny, and they won a championship. Now looking for championship #2 as the Renegades are looking for their 3rd championship. Renegades already the only team with multiple championships. If they get another one, that would be 3. You see the Chargers there. Iturbide celebrating with, I believe, Zulaika's kids up there still. El Barba doing the same, but the kids ran away.
I would too.
Take a look at, he's a good guy, we swear. Take a look at the replay. Powerful Rebote. The Warriors didn't make it easy with that final point. Kicked off the sidewall, tipped by Nicholas. Zulaika fired up. Benny was as well. And the Chargers are going to the finals. They have a date with the Renegades. A week from today, Stu.
7 p.m.
Next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be the 13th of December to decide our Fall 24 Battle Court champion in Championship 6 here in Battle Court.
Our 6th championship already?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, Stu. We can see here Cyclones won the 1st, Renegades won the 2nd, Chargers won the 3rd, Renegades won the 4th, the Warriors won last year, Championship 5, and now Championship 6. Either the Chargers, you see them up there, or the Renegades. Those two, Zulaika and Benny, you see the score in the top left, 6-4, 6-1. They take out Douglas and Nicholas, and they're going to the finals. That'll do it for today's Battle Court Game Days. Thank you for joining us all day long. The biggest game day of the year yet to come, Stu. Next Friday, 7 p.m., we'll decide a champion. Chargers and Renegades. We'll see you next week.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.